And how has everyone's level up been treating them?
Pretty good, pretty
I know some of
good.
us have some cool new shit.
I've got
I was
fireball.
struggling. Ooh, I was struggling to figure out which feet to take.
It's easy to figure out which feet to take, the two that are on the bottom of your legs.
Wouldn't
Go away.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. Love you.
be a level 5 wizard without fireball, that's for sure.
see, I thought that
that's-
was a Gould joke. Aha!
Mm,
I can also speak to my familiar now, so if I'm talking to my bird, I'm not crazy, I promise. It talks back, I swear. Just trust me.
Does it talk to you?
It can now, yeah.
Oh, I just thought you could talk to it and it could understand.
Whitehair can talk, but only to me now.
Agnor's
So
gonna be
when
so
it talk-
confused.
Yeah,
When it talks to you, will we only hear like chirp, 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 chirp? And
Yeah.
we'll be like, yeah, this
yeah.
our wizard's talking to her bird again.
Yeah, it's it'll be exactly like that.
You'll hear assorted bird noises.
When I talk to my bird, will it be me speaking English, or common or whatever, or will it come out as bird noises to the party?
Yes.
I would think it would be common.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would
It
figure
just,
you're
it just can
speaking.
understand you and you understand when
I just wanted to clear that up. I am not making bird noises.
Yeah, you turn level 5 and all of a sudden you're like,
And as per the description, it just says you speak as if you were using a common language. So it'll talk to you in bird speak. You'll talk to it in common. Bam, magical understanding.
Hell yeah.
But no one else can understand Gweiger.
I don't speak
Actually-
burb.
yeah.
Effie, are you gonna play Gwy here or am I?
Hmm.
If you'd like,
I'll
you
play
can be
Gwai
Gwy.
here.
Yeah, if you like, you can be Gwy here, and you can just be a dick.
I'll be
Because
Gwai here.
Gwy here is a pompous little shit. In
Yeah,
my
I tried
mind,
that
at least.
before. Didn't work out too well. I'm too
Oh,
good at
yeah?
being a dick.
Awfully good at it.
Gwy here has a very high opinion of himself. You should match up with that pretty nicely.
Wow. Shots fired.
Channel your
Yeah.
inner Tauren.
Yeah, I was about to say, just make Gwy here like Torn.
Well, Torin's not a dick.
Can be.
Yeah.
It's just his narcissism, though. Like, he doesn't mean to be a dick.
I don't think it's narcissism.
He's not a narcissist either. He's very good at what he does.
He's
And
an
he knows
asshole.
it
at wooing those women's, those whammons.
unintentionally.
Ooh.
He's almost 40. It's weird. He's like 36.
That never stopped James Bond.
I mean,
You know,
yeah.
he's attractive.
So
Torrance
Tauren.
is this, he's like a average, almost middle-aged man.
Yeah, but now
James
that
Bond is a Time Lord. Come on, get over
Does he
it.
have that beer gut yet?
He's working on it. Yes.
It's underneath his tattoo.
Man, you guys are just
Tattoo on his shoulder? What?
That's how big of a beer gut he's got.
got tattoos. Torrance got tattoos everywhere.
even on his pecker,
Oh, wow.
he's got the incantation for fireball on it.
Yeah.
It always burns when I pee.
see,
My
Dr.
friend has a mustache on the side of his.
Huh.
And his now ex-wife, he got it just for a picture, and she held it across her face, so it looked like she had a mustache. And they took a picture, and on the website BME, they used it as like one of the cover pictures, and he got a free membership for it.
But it was on his
Romantic.
dick.
What?
It was on his dick?
Yeah,
They posted it on a website?
yeah.
Wait.
I
Never
did
mind.
See,
too. It
I
was
want to get.
BM. It was BME.com. It was a body modification website. I got like fucking. You used to pay like $15 a month to be a member for it, or you could just post pictures of like
Your dick.
like tattoos and piercings and shit. Got you a certain amount of time that they'd grant for it.
I want to get a slinky on the side of mine, so when it goes in and out. You know what I mean?
That's hilarious. So
Man.
I posted a piercing that got me a 3-year membership. So
It's never been quite so clear to me that I'm the only female in this chat right now.
oh come on, Kix is a dad. He's basically a female.
Yeah, it's
I
true.
mean,
It's true.
there's so much estrogen in that house.
I'm probably
It's
more tame
amazing
than
he's
Kaylee is.
It's amazing he's pumping out fertile nuts like he is.
Yeah, into those. Yeah.
Proud of you,
He
buddy.
was gonna say something about his wife and then thought about it.
Proud of
Well,
you.
enough baby making talk. It's getting kind of weird.
Wait, I haven't gotten a chance to tell you about how I made a baby.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh boy.
Didn't you say you might have the baby today?
No, tomorrow. Or no,
Tomorrow?
sorry,
Oh.
Monday.
Monday.
We're going to the hospital on Monday.
Okay.
What if the baby has different plans?
How
Well,
exciting.
it's going to be a waiting game. She's getting induced. It's not a C-section. If it was a
Mhm.
C-section, it's like an excavation day. You just go in, you make a reservation. They
Dude,
just take the baby out.
One of my friends has had 2 C-sections.
Yeah, it's technically cleaner. Like but obviously it's a surgery and just weird because they just take your organs out and put them in bins next to you and then take the baby out and then put them back in. And this will be the last thing I say. A C-section, they don't put the organs in necessarily in the right spots. Your body just reorganizes it into the right way.
That's terrifying. I'm never
It's-
getting a C-section.
Yeah, it's
That's why they're
My-
called organs, because your body knows how to organize them.
yeah.
Ha, ha.
Like C-sections for emergencies are one thing, but like there's some people like the hotsy totsy ones that are like, no, it's just easier to get the surgery and then I don't have to worry about my body getting ruined.
Well,
My God,
it may not be an
It's a bit of a
emergency.
big
It's just
scar.
like, it you had to, because like in Kristen's case, like, she was all of 100 pounds giving birth to
Yeah,
twins.
if your hips are small,
Oh
they'll do a
Jesus, dude.
C-section because you'll literally break the pelvic bone
Yeah.
and
So
obviously could hurt the baby too.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, you're getting a C-section.
Yeah.
But she's going to be trying natural this time.
Well, good luck, bunny.
I'm going to
Both-
have my
both-
hand broken.
Both
She
options
gets
sound
triplets.
horrifying.
No, we've already had the whole ultrasound. Actually, I got the picture of the ultrasound upstairs. I could post it later.
Cool. Do it.
Man,
Yeah, I mean, they might spawn 1 or 2 more. You never know.
maybe. But I do know my next tattoo idea. I just don't know where. I'm getting the heartbeat sound wave somewhere on me.
Yeah.
I think the collarbone's a good place for that.
I'm maybe getting it like right over like
Yeah.
my heart.
That'd be cute.
But anyway, sorry. Enough baby talk.
Speaking of cute, so Motorcar, you want to give us a rundown of the session that you weren't in last week?
I thought he was there last
He was
year.
here last week.
Oh, Tom wasn't. Never mind.
I was here.
Her too.
I don't even remember what
It was
last
Lori
week
who
was.
wasn't here.
Lori wasn't here. Come on.
I was here in the
Kicks, get
beginning,
on the
thank
wall.
you.
Lori was half here.
In the call.
Yeah.
Thorum's review of last
Lori
week
almost
is
got hit by a car, remember?
we killed a bunch of ghouls in a barn. I wanted to burn it down.
Oh,
but
right.
I was told that we shouldn't because we're trying to protect the building, but it seems like the undead are a problem.
Ended up doing it anyway.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Agnar talked it into it. Talked everyone into it.
Yeah. What a hell of a recap.
Okay, I'll do a quick recap, I guess, but my voice is gonna go. So we woke up from a rest, and there was a gentleman that was screaming for help. We went to him, and he said that the farmstead down the road had some issues going on. So we healed him up and then went to check it out. When we got there, well, as we were approaching it, there was some scarecrows that were
Poopy.
maybe a hint at what we were about to find. We dispatched them, and we got to the farmstead, and there was a big barn, and that was where the gentleman said there was some people getting attacked. So we went into the barn, and sure enough, there was some ghouls, and we killed a bunch of them. Not before a couple of our members got a little too close for comfort and had some ghoul lovin', and both Jekno and Modikar got bit. And we went to the home and we kind of searched around. We did find a bag of looked like some earnings that were hidden away. There was a stinky room of flies infested on a dead body, which had the sigil that we have come to terms with of this whole dark entity that seems to be looming over the area. As we kind of regrouped outside, we burned the two places down because they were pretty much run down anyways and filled with abominations. And our friends Modikar and Jekno weren't feeling the greatest. As we traveled, we decided to head back to Sandpoint to see if they could be healed because we didn't want to travel further with them possibly
Turning into ghouls.
contracting a worse version of whatever they were infected with. So I believe we made it all the way back to just outside of Sandpoint.
Mhm.
And that's
The early
kind of where
evening.
we left off.
Yes.
I don't know if I missed anything, but we had some questions, so we learned some stuff about stuffs on the trip back.
Yeah, about each other. Not to mention the key you found.
Oh, right. And another note.
And another note.
Addressed to Ryra.
That's to Ryra, her boyfriend.
Mm.
Well,
Anyone remember what that one said?
it talked about injecting her with the goo, for lack of better terms. Basically,
Take this
the
fever
ghoul
into
stuff.
you, my love. It shall be but the first of my gifts to you, your lordship.
Yeah.
Woo.
And we're just assuming that it's Foxglove. All the clues point to him.
I'm not assuming anything. But it seems like he has something to do with something.
Well, we're assuming it. That's why we're heading to Foxglove's estate as well, because we also found Foxglove stuff all over the place. But it's not necessarily Foxglove. It's just that's where our clues are pointing.
Well, I would like to thank you, Modikar and Jekno, for taking that fever on my behalf.
It's lovely. Let me tell you about it. Almost feel my ghoulification happen in real time.
Clearly, whoever this is knows that I normally run into melee with my taser, but I didn't do that this time. So.
Yep.
But you actually did.
At the very end, once Modikar
At the
and
very
Jekno
end,
were
yes.
paralyzed.
Let's hope you guys get you help.
I still got like 6 more charges on this, so it's gonna happen a couple more times.
It's burning a hole in her pocket, literally.
Yep.
Like you could literally just save it. She's like, no, I got a zap.
Well, to be fair, because they were ghouls and they were undead, she was pissing herself. She didn't want to get close enough to them to use the taser. But then you guys were paralyzed, and she's like, "Ah, shit, they're gonna die if I don't do something." So you guys made her overcome her fear.
Yeah.
In the moment, she's still afraid, very afraid.
You will be. You will be.
As the Cousin and the party arrive at the exterior gates of Sandpoint.
What time is it?
At this point, they're arriving around like early evening.
You haven't slept yet, though.
Agnar's gonna
Not since the morning.
be like, hey guys, wake up if you're sleeping back there. Your guide has brought you successfully to the Point of Sands. And he'll do like this elegant, like Vanna White arm thing to the front.
The doors to Sandpoint, indeed, are the main gate. Doors open up, allowing you entry. And it doesn't take you too long to find a good spot to shack up Cousin and Shadow Mist. But now that we're back in Sandpoint, you guys have a couple hours before it gets really dark.
Is there an apothecary in town?
Apothecary?
Well, Ryra's been having some trouble sleeping due to all the serial killer notes addressed to her. It's been stressing her out, so she might go look for something to help her sleep.
Well,
She I don't know if the party can tell, but she's looking a little ragged. Circles under the eyes.
Oh, if you need help sleeping, Miss Ryra, the Moti is amazing at the back rubs. That just puts me right off.
I don't think I'll be offering my services so freely like that.
I think I'll go with a tonic.
I could offer you a dwarven tonic that'll put you under for the night.
Oh my god.
You could have a sip of this, and he's going to hold up this weird-looking vial that's swirling.
if you really wanted to, you do know that there is an elf that lives sort of on the outside of Sandpoint that typically gathers different herbs and the sort.
His name is Agnor.
Really?
No.
Oh,
Her name is Hannah.
I might go see her then.
She lives towards the south of Sandpoint, next to the shipyard right here. Actually, fairly close to the Rusty Dragon.
It works out.
And those fish sticks.
No. Fish sticks.
If you truly wanted to.
I do.
Okay. So it looks
I think
like
we should take
Lyra's
these.
on her way out.
No, go ahead.
No, that's it. Right, looks
I was
like
gonna say,
Ryra's gonna ask if maybe somebody wants to come with her because she doesn't feel comfortable walking around on her own.
I'll
right
go
now.
with her.
No, Jack, no. Jack, no. Jack, no. Jack, no. Jack, no.
Jack, no, you have to go. You have to go get
Jack,
yourself
no.
fixed up.
Jack, I fear the ghoul diseases maybe took his hearing.
Thorm will be company enough, but I appreciate
No,
it.
in Motorcar, we need to get you to some healing immediately. We don't know how quickly the stuff will
I
turn.
would prefer you guys get healed, or else I might have to take you down with a shot.
DM Eric, I have a technical question to ask you.
I might answer your technical question.
At what time did I gain my level up?
7:51, 32 seconds.
I'd assume you guys would have leveled up on your way back to Sandpoint.
Did I gain
So
it in enough time? Have enough time to change my spells around?
You would have had more than an hour.
Cool. Hey, Jack, no, I can cure our disease. Come here.
You don't have to cure me.
Yeah, I do. You're not turning into a ghoul on my watch.
I no longer carry the disease.
What?
Huh.
I want to hear this, RP. Go ahead, you two.
I'll be the judge of that. I'm gonna
Okay.
attempt to detect disease on him.
All right.
Okay.
As you give it a shot, you find that Chuck Neal carries no disease.
Wow, your
Is this
blood's
some monk fuckery?
some kind of mutagen or something. You seem to got over that real quick.
Some monk stuff, dude.
It's a monk thing.
Weird. Well, anyways, I'll go ahead and cure my disease.
Maybe you should pay a visit to the sanatorium. You can just cure diseases like that.
I don't know if I can save him when he's that deep in.
So you're actually using the spell Cure Disease?
Yes, which is a spell check of 1d20 plus caster level.
Gotcha. Of the disease, correct?
Yep.
Make me that caster double check.
Oh ho
Hey,
ho.
that's looking pretty good. Ooh. All right. Modikar, you effectively purge yourself of this horrid disease. Just it's right in the middle of everyone.
Nothing like a good natural remedy.
Natural. In heavy quotation marks.
Nothing natural about magic.
You're right,
Well.
Ryra. It's divine.
Well, with
Depending
the
on where you draw
party's
your sources.
sickness is gone, now it seems that Jackno is good to follow Ryra.
Well, then we can all go.
If everybody so wishes, I mean, I don't need the whole party with me
What
as
are
my
we doing in
bodyguard.
town?
Agnar is going to look Jackno up and down, completely confused at how he was ghoul infected and now not, just seemingly overnight.
I'll follow. Or actually, no.
I
I'm
think
hungry.
most of us around you, Ryra, is probably the best idea. It
Don't
is
think anything's
becoming
gonna happen
late.
to me. I'm just more comfortable with at least one person with me at the moment.
Yes, and if something jumps out and attacks you, one person might not be enough, no matter who it is.
Before we get all split up, do we want to divvy up some of this? And he's going to hold up the coin purse.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, we do.
I could take some of that.
I don't remember how much was in it, though.
Box full of coin purses.
Yes,
Each one
So-
divvied up into about 100 silver apiece, totaling. Oh shoot! I had the number. Totaling 3,400 silver pieces.
3,400.
Which
Split by 6.
It's 567.
567 gold pieces.
Silver
Over.
pieces.
Silver.
OSP.
Wow, there's no pushback on that. This doesn't feel normal.
Push back on what?
There's no pushback on us splitting up that family savings amongst each other.
But I don't think they're going to be using it. Who would push back? A
I
ghost?
mean, exactly.
I'm used to Jackno contesting me on keeping dead people's belongings.
We gave them a proper burial
Good enough for me.
as best we could.
I mean, if you're looking for an argument, I'm sure he can come up with one.
Just feels odd.
Jackno's
evolving.
changed overnight.
We're evolving.
We are all evolving every day we walk.
We
I
can
remember
save the fights for the ghouls, guys.
As Jackno punches a little kid in the head that runs by. Jackno, what the hell happened to you? Monk things.
I remember a few weeks ago I was a monster for wanting to destroy every goblin. Now we're all smiling, divvying up dead people's money.
I'll kill every goblin with you.
I didn't say
And
you were a
every
monster
orc.
for killing every goblin. I helped you kill all those goblins.
Oh, hold
It
on.
was the way you were killing goblins.
Not
There was
all
a-
goblins are bad.
That
False.
too.
Show me a good goblin and I'll change my mind.
I can
I will say,
introduce you to one.
I like to give everybody a chance, but in my opinion, clearly the applications of my reading do not apply in real life the way I thought they would. Uh, I I saw that after I saw one of our friends killed by them. So
As the saying goes, live and learn.
I'm just kind of looking around at you guys, being like, you do know about the history with the dwarves, right?
Not really.
But I will
Oh,
apologize
well.
to Modikar for being so hard on you in the beginning. I've clearly only read about things in books, and real life experience is quite different from what I thought it would be.
How much
No,
sil-
it's fine. It all
How much
changes once
silver
you
was that?
experience
5
it.
what?
567.
567. Once you experience things in the real world, your ideal starts spreading.
Well, it's quite easy to be sympathetic toward people in books.
There you go again. Goblins aren't people.
Have you traveled many places, Motorcar?
I have. I've yet to find a goblin that I can talk to.
Do you normally try to talk, or do you normally try to kill first?
Usually the goblins try to kill before I get a chance to talk.
Well, there was that one that did tell us that he was going to eat our toes when we walked up on him.
Typical goblin talk.
I've met a few goblins that are just a little misunderstood.
Always willing to have my my point of view changed, but until I meet a goblin that's not talking about eating children, I'll be
like
bashing them.
I feel like it's a
Usually
nurture
scream
thing.
a bunch of nonsense as my
I feel like it's a
arrow flies
nurture
at
thing.
him.
They all just keep perpetuating the same thing because it's how they were raised.
Lyra,
I
I would agree with that.
There's an easy fix. Just stop them from raising.
Well, it's just like most places and people. They have their traditions, and some are a little more backwater, if you will, than others. I'm just saying, don't judge a whole species just because you've seen a couple bad eggs.
We've
Bad
seen more
nails.
than a couple. But I would agree.
Wait, goblins lay eggs?
I've never actually took around for that particular
think they
part
have
of the
Big
reproduction.
warrens, they just come pouring out like angry ants that you gotta step on.
I prefer bashing them with longer implements. Keep my hands clean.
As we're talking, Gryra's going to start making her way.
Yeah, I was assuming we
And
were
you
just
guys
all
have
walking.
just been walking.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make it clear that we're not just standing there.
At some point, when we get closer to one of the inns, I'd like to kind of veer off and offer anybody that wants to join me for a hot meal and a drink. Because a nice rest would be, without the moving carriage would be nice.
I'll join you after I get this tonic. Save a seat for me.
Always love getting a meal with the white deer. He knows how to cook it up over there.
We eating deer tonight?
You all enter Sandpoint and begin making your way further in. You travel down Festival Street until you hit Market Street, which allows whoever is willing to go to the closest tavern, that one being the Rusty Dragon, the opportunity to, at the moment, just a street below the Rusty Dragon, which, if we've forgotten, is this building right here. Those of you following Ryra kind of hook your way, funnily enough, onto Hook Street. We're at the end of the lane, right next to a very silent shipyard, is a small little hut. And even from sort of the end of the lane, you can sort of smell the herbs kind of mixing in with the different kinds of tar and paint coming away from the shipbuilding yard. But there is no mistake, this unique smelling area belongs to Hannah Vellerin, an elf that some of you are familiar with.
Would I know her at all?
No.
Okay.
I don't think your time in Sandpoint has pulled you towards her studies.
I do believe I remember her. I do believe I did spend some time with her. If she's the town herbalist.
Indeed, she is, Motorcar.
I know her well.
Yeah, both being followers of Gazra. You had spent a decent amount of time with her when you first arrived in Sandpoint.
Would I know her? Because most likely I probably got herbs from her for my things. Or would
It's
that be
likely.
more of like a third party, since I'd be in the manor?
I mean, it's
There'd be,
not like Titus had kept you chained up in a basement.
yeah. Okay.
He might have. I wouldn't put it past him.
I'm not that type of elf.
Hmm.
But yeah, you've got a passing familiarity with Hannah,
Okay.
but it is early mid-evening. The lights are kind of flickering inside the home. They'll do.
We'll approach the door and lightly knock.
Agner's gonna be Hannah, my good friend. As she's knocking.
Takes a few minutes before the door kind of peeks open, and you can see uh, kind of peering back at you these large black elven eyes. Yes? She kind of
Hi,
looks through the
sorry to
door.
disturb you so late in the evening. I understand you're the town herbalist, and I was wondering if you had anything that might help me sleep at night. My name is Ryra, by the way, and she's gonna hold out her hand tentatively.
You can see an arm kind of crooks out from behind the door, shakes your hand. Uh, Hannah, it's nice to meet you. He kind of looks behind you and sees Agnor, and I'm not sure who's all gone with Lori at this point, or if Lori even went off to a tavern.
I did.
Okay, so Lori did. Anyone follow Lori? Doesn't seem like it.
Everybody's so concerned
Lori.
about me. Damn. Thanks, guys.
Well, yeah, there's a serial killer with sending you love notes.
Yeah. There's literally someone that's like turning people into ghouls and all this craziness. And Raz, you say, "Hey guys, I'm just gonna walk away in the dark in a nice alley. If
Well,
only
no,
one of you want to show up."
Well, you're gonna go visit Hannah, and I know her pretty well, so I figured I'd go stop by and say hey to her. Throw a
As
friendly
do I.
wave as you open the door.
Yeah. It's
Over
not
the
like we have
years,
really
she's
much to do other than sleep tonight and maybe eat some dinner.
the door opens a little bit more, and you can now see all of Hannah standing in the doorway now that she recognizes more familiar voices. Um,
I believe you
oh,
know some of my companions.
I do indeed. Uh, do you all need something?
Nah,
Uh,
she just does.
I
I'm
think it's
good.
just me.
Just saying hey.
You see. Uh,
Whoa.
yes, well, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. She'll kind of shut the door lightly and kind of leave you out in the cold for a few more minutes. Uh, the door opens once more, but it's not Hannah at the door. It's a younger Virizian looking girl who kind of meekly pushes like through the group. Pardon me, excuse me, pardon me. And then Hannah kind of returns to the doorway.
As she comes into the doorway, Ryra's gonna turn sharply to the side, like her head sharply to the side, and be like, "No, I don't think she has any snacks."
Do you hunger, my lord? In his regal voice. Just reaching around like his back, trying to figure out something.
Gwahir's gonna flutter over to Agnes' shoulder and bob his head up
He's
and down.
He's gonna shudder the fact that he's being touched by. Oh,
You just nut.
you have truly blessed me. He's gonna look at Ryan like, is this really happening? Am I gonna die now?
He blesses you for his service to him.
You're gonna see a single tear go down his cheek.
Ralph's gonna turn back to Hannah in the doorway.
Huh. Well, uh,
What a
here.
display.
Hannah's going to extend a small pouch towards you, Ryra. Here, you can brew this into a tea. That should alleviate some of your stress.
Thank you. How much would you ask in payment?
Well, it is getting colder, and these leaves are getting much, much harder to find. 15 silver.
She's gonna hand her 2 gold pieces.
Oh. The ears perk up. That's... You meant to give me 15 silver, not 2 gold, right?
No, I appreciate what you do for this town, and I'm not sure you get enough credit. I think you deserve this.
She'll carefully cup the gold pieces. Thank you. That means a lot.
You mean a lot, since you're my best friend and all.
Ooh, you...
He's gonna turn to Thor and be like, "Those are our pet names."
I think what my friend here means to say is you are an important person in this community, and that we intend to reward you.
Well, again, thank you very much. If there's ever anything you need or anything I could help with, I'm always either here or across the river.
Well, in these
Same
stressful
goes
times, I may
for you.
have to be back for more of this. So, she's gonna.
If you ever need our assistance, let me know.
Of course. I'll set aside a stock for you. Ryra was your name?
Ryra.
Ryra.
Well, hopefully we get this all sorted out sooner rather than later.
Honestly, I think I'd rather not ask any more questions.
I wish I didn't have to know these things either. And she's gonna nod her head and thank her once more and kind of start headed away, but kind of linger, waiting for the group to say their farewells as well.
No,
Until we meet again.
Mudokar? I don't believe I caught your name, sir. She's looking at you, Thorin.
Oh, my name is Thorm Steelgut of Yanderhof. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure is mine. And check. No, right?
Yep. It's
Right.
been a long time.
That it has. Well, again, if there's anything that I can help with, any kind of herbs or berries or anything that you're looking for in specific, I'm sure Gazra would be more than happy to provide.
Look at us, all us friends, hanging out together.
Is
That
there
is-
something you have that might calm him down a little?
I'm
Given my
calm.
experience with Agnor, I don't believe I can be of any assistance.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He
I'm
just
calm.
is the way he is.
I'm sure
excited.
Agner is quite capable of brewing himself a calming draught.
Sometimes 3-4 times a night.
There's no fixing that with a calming drought.
Yeah.
He's gonna kind of lean over to Gwahir,
Or-
still on his shoulder.
or-
I have no idea what
or-
they think
or-
is wrong with me, but Maybe I'm just too good looking.
Oh no.
Gwaihir, even though Agner can't say it, Gwaihir's gonna be like, no, I think you're just crazy.
But he's not gonna know it, so he's just gonna be like, "See,
Yeah,
we
yeah, but
agree."
The board getting in the way.
With that, Hannah gives a wave, goodbye, and kind
Good
of
evening.
starts to shut her door. Good evening.
Weirdos.
Well, what do you
Uh,
say we head back to that tavern, huh? Meet up with our.
sounds
Yeah,
good.
sounds like we're going
Speaking
to
of,
Rusty Dragon tonight.
You know what you guys should try? I don't know if you're new to town. There's this thing called Nora. Amazing tasting.
You're a liar. You're a liar and a snake oil salesman.
I think
No,
it killed the last person who drank it.
that's not possible. I've drinking that at least 4 or 5 times. Now I know that there's money involved, but I'm like, well, why am I going to take money when I should be paying in to pay to drink it? So half of that money was probably mine. Can't believe you guys have never tried it before.
I've gone past trying it.
Oh, how'd you like it? Did it make your insides tingle?
It made my insides quiver even.
See, good stuff. Though you should probably try it. I know you have that dwarven stuff, but
I'd love to see Thorm try it.
I think we should go there.
Sounds delicious. Let's go.
You'll earn your name Steelgut tonight.
Agnar starts skipping away with Thorum.
Arm in
I
arm.
can only
Thorum's
imagine Thorm skipping.
No, Thorum's not skipping. Agnar's skipping while next to Thorum.
Oh, come on. Let me have my imagination.
At the disruption of the skipping, Gwaihir's gonna flutter off his shoulder and go back to Ryra.
So again, we're going to the Rusty Dragon first.
He's
I
gonna
must remind you.
Gwaihir's
as
gonna
you're
call him a
skipping.
name as he leaves too, but nobody understands but Ryra.
I'm assuming it wasn't a good name.
Just like crazy bastard or something.
as the party moves towards the Rusty Dragon first, while you're on your way there, Lori, you've been at the Rusty Dragon for a few minutes now.
Mhm.
Kind of enjoying just the living company that comes with a tavern. You have noticed Amaiko back to her normal, spreading around the the kitchen and the dining area as well. Seems to be about as busy as usual at the Rusty Dragon.
So
How's
I'm
Mako holding up?
yeah, I'll basically just be sitting at the bar. In any chance I can get, try to just ask her how she's doing, and while enjoying a meal and a little bit of a drink, and
Ryra will come up and join her at the bar.
Okay. As a
Thorm is scooting up on a stool at the bar and ordering some drinks.
The Nora thing is behind the bar, right?
not at the
At the
Rusty
Nora,
Dragon,
not at the Rusty
Oh,
Dragon.
the Hagfish.
What is?
Now,
oh, you just wait. You just wait, my friend.
as this fairly large group of adventurers waddles in to the Rusty Dragon, out of the cold, you're hit with a variety of cooked meats and Verisian spices,
Hmm.
and a a rather warm greeting from Amaiko as she notices the whole crew stepping up to the bar.
Ryra's gonna ask Mako how she's holding up.
Well, it's good to see you too, Ryra. Honestly, fine. Business is still business. I do have to figure out what's going to happen with the glassworks, though, considering I'm kind of all that's left. Uh, so I'm having to manage the dragon, the glassworks, which is kind of out of commission right now. All the workers are. Uh, and there's still the house up on the hill. No one really uses anymore. Uh,
I'm sorry to hear that.
oh, it's fine. If anything, I can sell the house and I can sell the glassworks. It's never really been my thing, to be honest with you. Um, but other than that, business is good. I got a roof. I'm warm.
Do you
Uh,
have any stakes?
I'm not certain who you are,
Oh,
and if
Ameko,
you're
this is another new friend of ours, Agnor. He's
Agnar.
he's quite a
He's
character. I think you'll like him.
he's gonna stand up and kind of like dust his shoulders off. I am Agnor Gunolf, chief alchemist, and he's gonna come up with these random names of places that don't exist, but no one necessarily is gonna fact check them.
Right.
Pleased to meet your acquaintance.
It's a pleasure.
No, the
Agnar.
pleasure's all mine, and yours, of
And,
course.
and she'll kind of look over the bar. And your new dwarf friend?
Oh, this is my best friend Thorum.
Or
He's been known as the Steel Gut, which means he has a gut made of steel. So don't ever kick him in the tummy.
I wouldn't dream of it. Um, right.
Our
To
So
answer
party
your
gets more
question,
and more unique, doesn't it?
someone mentioned something about
wait
steaks.
for it. That would have been you,
Oh, right. So how about
Ronolf.
them?
Yeah, I could grab you a steak. It'll take a couple minutes, but
That's fine.
it doesn't really look like most of your friends there are ready to take a seat. In fact, you guys are still all dressed up. You got somewhere to be?
No, we just came back from a long journey. We're just looking for a hot meal.
Hmm, gotcha.
What do you mean? What do you mean all dressed up? Thorm looks suspicious as if his outfit is any different than it normally would be.
Well, I'm just saying, most people don't rock around with their adventuring coats and gear, but this crowd has always been a little extra.
Yeah, you should be used to this by now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, Lori,
that I'm actually just got reminded of something just popped into my head. And Micah, have you seen the man that goes by the name of Grump?
Grump.
Yeah, he probably would have wandered into the town maybe a couple days ago.
Yeah. Yesterday, he stumbled his ass into town. Gave the sheriff almost a conniption,
Oh, you should
screaming
probably
about.
go talk to the sheriff tomorrow.
Mm.
Oh, she's gonna point at each of you and note the little Sandpoint deputy badges
Agnar's
you
gonna,
were given.
Agnar's gonna look around and realize he doesn't have one, and he's gonna like quickly grab something from his coat and write something on his shoulder with this scrappy looking little star thing that's meant to be like a replica. See if nobody noticed.
Mm, you're all still working for Hemlock, huh?
Boy, have we got some news for him.
I'd say more working with than working for, but yeah.
Fair is fair. Well, it seems there's always something for Sandpoint to hand you, huh?
Makes me wonder how Sandpoint's gotten by so far without us.
We do, fine by ourselves, and she'll kind of whip her ladle around. Uh,
She's feisty. I was gonna say it's
trying
short.
not to splatter people.
I was waiting to see how much soup or whatever went splashing around with that.
Ye- Couple
Roll a
drops.
roll a d20. 4 gallons.
I'm not trying to wear that stuff.
Well, Ryra's gonna, basically be like, surprise me like with the food. I haven't had anything warm and hot in days. Maybe a little something for Guy here too.
You got it. Y'all find yourselves a seat, and I'll be right back with you.
Meat and potatoes, please.
Meat
Anything?
and potatoes. And bread. Got it.
Bread? What do you got for veggies? Root veggies?
Some roots.
Yeah, get some of those too. What do you got for whiskey?
The 2 nights finest.
We'll take a couple bottles of those. And what do you got for beers?
A couple bottles?
He's just ordering it for himself so far.
He said we.
Well,
Again,
you're gonna have to travel with me, so. For us.
Thorm, it seems like you go through quite a lot of alcohol.
Well, no.
Steel gut.
I don't like to. Gotta be social.
Thorm, you joined this party to be a detective, but it seems you're here for an intervention instead. Let's sit down and talk about this.
Agner hugs you.
If you need, I can introduce you to Gavin Deverin. He works on this side of town. It's part of the brewery.
Oh,
Get
excellent.
it directly from the source. Wholesale it.
Sure, you've probably got some connections. He's always looking for new business.
Excellent. Well,
Either or, but I'll have your stuff out to you in just a little bit. Give me some time, take a seat. Enjoy the warmth.
it's nice. Cool.
With that, she hands herself back into the kitchen. You all take a seat and just kind of listening in. People seem to be having a good time. There's not any like dark streaks of conversation that you can overhear about
So
any,
dark.
except yours, about any recent events or anything. Just seems like a good average night. And
So
before too long.
oh,
Oh, sorry.
No,
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna start talking, but go ahead.
Oh, and while you're beginning to talk, Amiko brings out kind of bowl and plate after bowl and plate, and kind of cup of whatever drink she has available, and sets them out on your table.
It's
Before too long, there's hardly enough elbow room for the 6 of you. Well, if y'all need anything, just holler.
Thank you.
we will.
We sure will.
Thank you.
Thank you, friend.
I'm saying this with mouthfuls of food that he's already.
Yeah. Agnar's like smelling the meat. That smells so good before he even eats
Is he naming it?
No, but he is humming to himself like a little child.
With Lori kind of already being like halfway through, but by this point, I will look over at Thorum. So you mentioned you're from Yenderhof, yes?
Aye. Yeah. Oh,
The Dwarven Sky Citadel, huh?
yeah. Beautiful place.
I've only heard stories. My ma used to just tell us stories about it, but I've never been there.
Well, hopefully we all return. Let's go. Let's make a plan. We will visit my home.
Is it? No, her stories always confused me. Like, is it in the sky, or is it on the ground, or is like what's going on with it?
It's on the ground, but we can see the sky. That's weird.
Huh.
Beautiful.
I've always wanted to see, like I said, I've always wanted to see it. So if we ever have the chance to go near there, then yeah, I'd like to at least go in for a little while.
Strong city never filled the books. Beautiful place, though.
I did hear, or that was one of the stories that she told us. There's a big walls there.
Aye. Strong walls. Strong gates. Strong people.
Mm. Well, what brought you all the way out this way?
You know, just a hunt for giants and orcs and goblins and trolls and any other nasties in the woods, but then my services were required here in town. Detective work, you know? Someone to hunt down. Murder, you know?
Ugh.
And I met you.
Don't think I've ever. We'll look over at Motorcar like, Moti, have we seen a giant? Because to be frank, all of you look like giants to me, but you know.
I don't believe we've had the displeasure of dealing with a giant yet. Lucky us. I think they're more north though. We've been traveling more south.
We do.
That's good. I don't really want to. Big. Really big.
Speaking of dealing with things, he's gonna lean in a bit more to the group. I don't mean to ruin our dinner here, but it's probably best we get on with dealing with that manor tonight. I don't think it's something we can sleep on.
Tonight?
Probably should.
Of course.
Yeah.
The longer we wait, the more chances there are that killer can keep killing.
We can
I was looking forward to
I'm
sleeping in a real bed.
You can sleep in the carriage. We're adventurers after all.
I'll lend you some of the sheets that I bring with us for Moti a nice tent. You could lay him out in the bottom.
Did you
Sure
to
that'll
sleep in
do
a
much.
tree?
As much as I would love the opportunity of waiting till tomorrow, I don't want the guilt of knowing that me waiting a day caused someone else to get killed by it. So I'd rather deal with it as
Multiple
quickly as possible.
someone's.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Then it'll be multiples.
Should we
So
write a
far, it's
letter?
been multiple people's.
We write a letter to the sheriff before we head out, just to
Be a good idea.
apprise him.
No need. We'll just come back and let them know once we're done.
Yeah, let them.
What if we don't come back?
That's not an option.
Ryra's just gonna take out her quill and ink in the middle of her meal, and she's gonna start writing a note detailing the party's experience so far in their investigation, and she'll send it off with Gwy here when she's finished.
Can you send add a little note and sorry about the grumpy person? Get it? Haha.
Thorm's just crushing the plate of food in front of him, eating bread. He's looking at other people's plates.
Agnar sees this and he's making it like a competition.
Agnar, you eat all that steak over there, buddy?
Ryra still has quite a bit on her plate. She seems to not have much of an appetite.
I'll push the rest of mine over to Thorm and also gesture at his mustache. You got the bit there. Are you saving it?
Yeah, saving it for later.
Ah.
A lot of steak, juice, and beer in this thing.
That's just like my pa.
Awkward.
Ryber begins writing these notes in the middle of the meal. Towards the end of it, it just kind of devolves into you guys watching with a disgusting interest as Thorum shovels meat after piece of meat. And before too long, the table is mostly clear. The ale, beer, and whiskey mostly gone. And the tavern seems to have kind of cleared out. There's still your table full of people enjoying their meal, their alcohol. Uh, but that's up to y'all.
I'll go ahead and get the carriage ready.
Ryra's gonna heave a very long sigh.
Tom's rubbing his belly and telling you how nice it is to have hot food and cooked meat.
Ryra's gonna go up to the bar and ask Ameko for like a hot cup of water to go or something, so she could brew that tea.
If you ask her, she could just brew it for you.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
I'll also.
Agnar's gonna. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'll follow behind Ryra and ask her for the tab.
Agnar's gonna kind of like stand up, like put his hands on the table, looking at Thorm. Oh, Thorm Steelgut. He's gonna like eyes bulging tummy at this point. You, you definitely live up to your name. Can I hug you?
For not okay.
He's gonna hug him. And that's pretty much it. He's gonna walk out,
Lamiko comes
realizing
back
how
with
awkward
your
that was.
tea, Trevor, and a slip of paper for you, Lori, that she kind of hands to you, but then snatches back. It says you can pay it off whenever you guys get back.
She's gonna kind of look at her a little inquisitively. Okay. Did we do something? Did we eat
No.
too much?
Not at all.
All right.
Saying.
Okay. Shrugs, and I'll shrug and nod my goodbyes, and so glad to see you up and running again. And then I'll start walking out and start helping
Thorm's kinda
Modokar.
awkwardly stumbling in on the conversation. Did I miss something? And do I owe you anything? Can I give you some money? Yeah.
Ameko, you wouldn't
Yeah.
happen to have some spare bedding or know where I could find some? The carriage is not the most comfortable place to sleep.
Sleeping in a carriage. Reminds me of a couple years ago.
In college.
Well,
Carriage College.
yeah. I'll grab some of the inn's spare bedding, as long as you can get it back to me safely.
Oh, I'll try. That's why I was asking if maybe you knew somewhere else I could purchase some.
I'll let you borrow it. And if it gets dirty, I'll make you clean it.
I'll buy you new ones.
Yeah. She'll come back with a decent amount of bedding.
And we'll
Blankets.
be on the mighty quest for new bedding. Great side quest, right?
Ryra's not used to this rough living, guys.
But before too long, you can hear the sounds of Shadow Mist and the Kusan sort of ready to go outside. Modokar revs the engine a little bit.
Has Gwaihu come back yet?
As you step outside with arms full of bedding and a handful of hot tea, Gwahir comes back and sort of lands on your shoulder with no note.
Does he say anything?
Only that the note was delivered as per your instructions.
So formal.
He's tired too.
After everyone piles out, Jack No walks up to Maiko, hugs her, tells her that he's happy that she's back on her feet and everything's going good, and then he walks out and hops in the croissant.
Okay.
Climb in back, warriors. We got work to do.
Climb up front with Moti. That was so strange, Moti. She didn't let me pay for our meal. She said wait until we come back.
Maybe she thinks we're gonna die.
I don't like the thought of that.
That's what we call a Last Supper.
I mean,
I
if
would have eaten more then.
if it was good, if I had known that, then I would have gotten some of the hagfish.
Well, we could pay it when we get back. It ain't gonna take us long to deal with this.
Oh, that's true. Well,
Ooh.
on your cue, Moti.
With a whinny, Shadow Mist starts pulling the Kusan off towards Tanner's Bridge.
And it's probably like nighttime already at this point.
It was early evening when you guys had reached Sandpoint again, so now it's probably about 9:30.
Why did we even have to come? I thought we were coming back to get him cured, and it turns out Motorcar could just cure him anyway. Whatever.
Because he leveled up, and I leveled up, and I came with a new ability when I leveled up.
Well, it was nice to come back, even if I couldn't sleep in a warm bed.
Got you some
That's,
tea. Got us some
Mm.
meal.
I mean, there's no way for our characters to know they're gonna level up and learn new things.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, Ryder, if you're going to drink your tea, now would be the time to do it.
Yeah, she's already drank it actually.
Mm. Yeah, that combined with the rhythmic sway of the carriage puts you out like a light.
Gwyhere's gonna go over to Agnar, and he's gonna start talking to him. Because I don't know if so. I would like to point out that this is a new ability now that I can understand and he can understand me. And Gwyhere's very excited about it, so he's trying to talk to everybody else too. And so he's like talking to Agnar and stuff, and Agnar's obviously like having his own side of the conversation,
Clocking
and
on Agnar.
Gwyhere's getting very frustrated. He's like, "No, that's not what I said." Well, it's a little like that. Obviously,
Gotcha.
nobody could understand what Gwyhere's saying, but
Just
Who's
the
It's
who's
amazing.
driving?
words talking. That'd be Motorcar and Lorelei. They're up in the front.
you got Thorm and Jekno watching Agnar have a conversation with a bird.
I'm meditating. I'm not watching him do anything.
Thorm's drinking. We're
No,
quite the party.
Thorm's sitting there, just like fingering arrows in this quiver, looking at the feathers.
Is that an
Like he's
innuendo?
deep in thought. No.
God,
Are you
please tell me
sure?
he's got a blanket over him at least.
You're gonna hear Agnar, basically, like she said, have like one-side conversations, including like jokes. Be like, and so the bartender said, "Oh, go I here. You are a bird among men, among gods."
I'll just.
As
Thorm's just giggling at you.
Lori,
Dwarf
I was
giggles.
just gonna say for like this. In my notes that I'm writing, I've written like 3 times Agnor is insane.
Wow, guys, he's not insane. He's just eccentric.
Close enough.
That's a nicer word for insane.
But I
He
love
had
it.
some paint. He had some paint chips as a kid for breakfast. Best breakfast cereal.
Agnor is a great character. Love him.
Yeah,
Anyway,
he
I'm
really
sorry,
is.
Probably
Eric.
my
I
favorite
interrupted
character
you.
I've ever played with.
You were born to play him too.
Oh my goodness, stop it. Now
I think
he's
he's my
gonna die.
favorite character I've ever been in a campaign with.
I'm gonna die now. Eric, don't kill me. I was in the hospital for a bit. Have mercy on me.
Yeah, go. You gotta have your camera on if you're gonna die. Dude. Damn.
I at least
That's
want
why
to
he
see the look
doesn't
on
have
your
the camera on.
face.
No, you guys already saw the look on my face when Dalton died.
I wasn't there.
Now, getting back to the carriage ride at hand. Motorcar and Lorelei, it passes in what seems like several hours. It sure does feel like it. It's cold, kind of damp in some parts of the Lost Coast as you travel down. Um, and sort of while we're on the way there, I want you guys to make some knowledge local checks.
Do I have to? Or is it late?
I can do
You
that now.
can.
Wah.
With this level up, I put 1 rank in a lot of knowledges, so I could never not be able to roll on these things with.
Wow, you're so mediocrely smart. Or are we looking at?
85.
Boom.
Knowledge
Looking
local.
good.
It's a
Well, because my
16.
main stat is intellect, Tom. So a lot of the knowledges I'll use the int stat.
I don't know anything about this place. I'm not from here though, so that makes sense.
That
It's
tracks.
it's a 16, but I'm untrained, so that's just a 10 for me.
Okay. Well, Agnor, you can kind of pull this out of your dealings with people and sort of just listening around, whereas Ryra, you've read some information about this specific group of people known as the Foxgloves. Now, we have previously discovered that Misgivings is the title colloquially given to the Foxglove Manor. As for the reasons why, they've kind of alluded to certain events. The manor itself is 80 plus years old. You guys can, or Agnor and Ryra, you know that. It's been given that name, the Misgivings, particularly by the Verizian people. Um, it has a bad reputation. You can recall stories of sightings of strange lights in the attic windows,
Wonderful.
muffled sounds of screaming, and rumors of some large winged devil that likes to live around the area.
Oh, wonderful.
Awfully similar to rumors of a certain winged devil you've heard about in Sandpoint. Now, the Foxglove family, you can recall, has lived there as recently as 2 decades ago, which is about the time that a fire ended up burning down what people think was a servant's building. Um, and one woman identified as a Cyrilie Foxglove was found dead, bashed, and burnt on the rocks below the cliff that the manor sits on. Uh, while her husband, Trevor Foxlove, was found in his bedroom, dead by his own hand. This is where Aldern steps into play. Everyone's favorite Magnamarian noble. He was found in that manor as a child and sent off to Corvosa to be raised by distant relations.
Spooky.
Yeah. Even more odd is that Foxlove Aldern had returned to live in the manor after kind of sprucing the place up a bit, making sure it looked presentable and nice, hiring caretakers. Because again, this manor is 80 plus years old, built by a merchant prince from Magnamar by the name of Vorel Foxglove, which is the family before Cyrilie and Trevor, sort of the grandparents of Alden Foxglove. Now, this is all pretty concrete information that you two can or have gleaned from readings and just kind of hearsay from throughout Sandpoint, particularly around the time that Foxglove was known to be in town.
Didn't you guys already kill a winged, demonic-looking person
Nope.
in the
A tiny
dungeons?
creature,
Closet.
but
It was closet.
No. What was the Who's the chick in the basement of Thistletown?
Nawalia.
Did she not have wings?
No.
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 Okay.
He had a sick ass demon arm though.
Yeah. Okay. Disregard.
Okay.
I
Big
sure would
ass
like to get one of those demon arms.
I'll give you a pass. You were a little grief stricken at the time.
Please, Ray, give me one.
What was the ignore in what was the name of the grandparents?
The name Vorel comes to mind. Vorel. Merchant Prince.
That's the grandparents of
Aldern.
Aldrin.
Aldrin.
And it kind of feels like I'm dumping all this on you at once, but I don't want it to be dumped on you. This is stuff that preferably, if I was better, you guys would have been learning throughout this the past book. But there's a lot of shit going on.
Well, I jumped in halfway through everything, so I'll be
That too.
behind that.
That's good for you.
It's hard for you to learn that stuff when a lot of the story doesn't care about it at that point.
Yeah. That's all good.
What was that name again?
Which one?
Vorel.
Vorel or
grandparent.
Aldern? Vorel.
What about the other one? It started with like a C.
Oh, Cyrilie. She was wife to Trevor Foxlove. And together they had 3 children, Aldern and his 2 sisters.
Okay.
Tom, you look like you're about to fall asleep.
It's one of those days, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not going to, though. I'm gonna stand up and do the flick the notify, but I'm not going to. So,
Please turn off your camera for that.
That's
Now
a
that we've
weird
had
looking
our-
Batwing. Oh God.
Well, now that we've had
Yeah,
our
you do the wind
lore
up.
dump for the night, the carriage ride continues without any issue, aside from your drivers being very cold.
Oh, I did want to say for that specific thing, I wanted to kind of take the ice cloak and wrap it around me and Motocar, or at least put it across our laps.
Oh, how cute.
Are we gonna
Ice-
switch out
ice
with them?
cloak?
Is anybody gonna switch out with them after a couple hours?
I could.
Only if they want.
I'm fine up here. Honestly, the mountain's even colder than this.
Agnar's gonna call out. Hand check, Lori.
I'll raise one hand and the other one stays underneath the cloak.
Ooh.
That's
Keeping each
not
other
why
warm,
we're
I see.
here.
Keeping each other warm. And he's gonna wink.
I'll know what happens to those couples in horror movies.
Doing
Good
nasty
thing.
things before bad scenes.
What's that horrible noise? I don't know, baby. Just take your shirt off.
Hey, shut the fuck up. Show me your tits.
I don't know. I'm old and I'm confused. Take your top off. Jump up and down.
Nobody will get us if we're naked.
What's
Yeah,
to
it's
fight?
it's
Best way to combat fear is to be naked and spoon. Or is that cold? I don't know. All right, so we're
As the
traveling.
night progresses, and it doesn't seem like it's getting any warmer. In fact, as you get closer to what, as you check your map, uh, you can see is named the Foxglove River.
We're still on Sandpoint.
I know.
Oh.
As you get closer and closer towards the manor itself, you're traveling along the Foxglove River. And eventually, the path gets to be too narrow along a cliff edge for the Kusan to travel any further.
Mm.
This is the part where we hoof it.
Mm. To our knowledge, about how far out are we from the actual manor?
The actual manor, if your mapping skills are accurate, you're only about 3 miles.
This ain't so bad. Let's get going.
So bad, but long walk. Let's go.
Hope
Sure
somebody
it's
woke
a-
up Ryra.
I'm sure it's a rude awakening.
We just leave. Ryder wakes up 5 hours later. Uh-oh.
Ryra's under all the blankets.
Give this to
Yeah.
Kevin. Give this to Kevin. Kevin's not here.
I'll try to find a good spot to for Shadow Mist to kind of hunker down and at least try to stay warm. And
I can throw some blankets on top of them.
Oh, please do. And
Easily
then
They're
lock
not
up the
gonna be
carriage
very
again,
clean.
and that'll be fine.
Now, it is still like very early morning, and it's incredibly dark. There are no lights in the area, like illuminating a path or anything. It's just kind of the
Ryra will cast
Kusan.
once she wakes up.
I
she'll
appreciate
cast
the
Dancing
follow, Ms.
Lights.
Roy.
I pull out the ever-burning torch.
If you had
Glad to have you
decorations.
here.
Well, yeah,
Playing
but think
some,
about everyone else, Tom.
Dungeons and
Don't
Dragons,
worry, I have
some
dancing lights. I can
Pathfinder.
create up to 4 lights that resemble lanterns or torches.
And
We
that
could just
compound on top of.
It's only a minute at a time, though, so you'd have to keep casting.
Oh, yeah.
It's very true. Where are...
Well, I didn't take the light cantrip because I'm an idiot. So
No, it's fine. Like the way I picture it is like you do 4 floating lights, like as we're walking, and then you basically recast it in the 4th one way back, like become like it just constantly refreshes with us. That works too.
I'll do it on my shield.
Okie dokie.
is that a cantrip?
Like
Mhm.
Can you cast it on my staff?
Sure.
Thank you.
It's 10 minutes per level, so almost an hour at this point.
You can only have one item lit at a time with light.
yeah,
You
Oh.
have
Yeah,
to light
so-
your shield or light the staff.
Okay, do your shield then.
So I'll go ahead and reach out and touch her staff and cast light on it.
Oh,
Oh.
thank you.
it might actually be
Look at that.
advantageous for her not to be lit up. Being in the dark might help her from being seen by enemies. Maybe leave the people with the shields.
Oh, so
to
you've
be
seen it,
the-
or you've
the focal point.
done
It's too late
Runelords
now.
before? Yeah,
They
this
They can.
Actually, if you
this is my
recast
first
it,
time
you recast it
actually
on
going
shield,
through
and it
this
would take
portion
it
of the
off your-
story. I
Yeah,
played like
you're welcome to do that. I'm sure
late
the both of
game
you will have plenty
Runelords
of
as a
light
different
throws.
character, and with this DM,
You know, if you ask
and
Sari,
I
if you
loved
say
it
to
so
Sari,
much, and that I,
Lumos, it'll turn your
finally
flashlight
got
on.
it, was able
Yep,
to talk him into
yeah,
doing it
yeah.
again from the very beginning
If you
because
see
I
Nox,
missed
it'll turn it off.
the first 4 books.
Oh, you just say Nox and it'll turn off? Okay.
But yeah, I'm glad to have you there.
Well, as you guys sort of light up
And don't mind me if I'm
outside
like
of
looking
the
down. I'm
sun,
taking notes
get
over here.
Shadow
So
Mist all prepped and warm for the evening. You begin your hike along this narrow path. It kind of follows the Foxglove River, and it flows into the Verisian Gulf. You can hear these early morning
ooh,
wild
that's
seabirds
awesome.
kind of squawking in the distance, almost drowned out by the roar of the dark ocean waves crashing against the cliffside below. As you get closer and closer to the Foxglove Manor, it almost seems like nature is becoming almost sick and twisted as nettles and thorns grow more prominent and trees become leafless and bent. The wind becomes almost unnaturally cold and shrill as it whistles through the cliffside crags. The path slowly rises as you hike your way up. You take a steep corner in the cliffs, and then Foxglove Manor looms at the edge of the world.
Wow, this is the creepiest, most horror movie house I've ever seen. Or horror playhouse I've ever seen in my entire life.
I have a bad feeling.
Yeah,
This
Yeah.
feels great.
The strangely cold sea wind rises to a keening shriek as Foxglove Manor comes into view.
Really doing this?
At this
This
point,
is what I live for.
This is what I die for.
That's what's not.
2. What you died to.
I love romantic stories.
I love
No,
comedies.
we're all getting out of this alive, guys.
getting
Don't worry, Rara. Just don't run into melee.
Please don't
Stay
do
back
that.
as best you can.
You just
So-
assume we're gonna have a fight?
How far away are we from the manor? You said.
At this point, you guys have sort of turned the corner and on the cliff and have started walking up the a well-worn path. Right now, you guys are walking up alongside a set of ruins, actually, which at this point I can, excuse me, move us over to our new map.
Yay!
I would like
Drum
to describe
roll.
the house a wee bit.
Can I go pee real quick?
Yeah.
We switch maps. Yeah. Be right back.
Now
Me too.
Let's just call for a bathroom break.
Actually, me 3. So yeah,
I can,
nice.
I can still hear you if you want to talk.
Oh, it's fine.
I want to explain the house real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna leave, so I'm
Well.
sticking around to listen to your sweet, sultry voice.
We'll be right back. I'll wait.
Bum bum ba-dum.
Oh, this is gonna be so much fun. Which side did you say the? Oh, he's gone. Oops.
Yeah, he
It's just me and you.
me and you, buddy.
Well, shit. I think I should take the opportunity to take a bathroom break, but then
Yeah,
again,
might as well too. Everyone's leaving.
God darn it. Well, we'll be right back, chat. Be right back. Let's switch over to the be right back.
Fucker.
I'm back.
Just
And
waiting on Kyle.
Yeah, everybody else.
and John.
My back did not make it pleasant for me.
Imagine. When's your surgery due? I forgot the date.
It was Thursday.
So it went well, I'm assuming.
Yes, but they didn't give me any pain meds to go home with.
Oh fuck!
So
What
you're
the
dealing
hell?
with post-surgery stuff. But how long until you can use your implant?
They have it on a low setting until my post-op appointment. So they want it to heal up before they start kicking it on.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
Mm,
That reminds me, I'm supposed to get my wisdom teeth out soon. I have a
Ooh.
consultation next Monday, like January 31st or whatever. So, and then hopefully soon after that I'll get them out. So, depending on what day of the week it is, I might be a little out of commission.
yeah.
No one tell
Gotcha.
Kristen I'm stealing her chair.
Okay. We see nothing, we know nothing.
Oh, this chair is so
Oh, we know what we're
comfy.
talking
Like,
about.
Jesus Christ.
Get your own.
What were you gonna ask me, Kyle?
Yeah, you said the ruins was on the right or left of the path.
Your right side.
Okay.
I'm back.
Welcome back. I'd
Thanks.
like it to continue describing the beautiful manor that we're looking at.
Uh,
You mean the creepy manor?
No, it's quite.
You mean
quite
the
well made.
future Ryra residence?
You mean my permanent residence when I get murdered in there?
Yeah, I was gonna say
Listen,
hopefully not ask a question.
we don't know if it's Foxglove.
I'm gonna die in there. I already know it.
Well, just stay out of melee, because you know we're not going to let you ever live it down if you die to melee.
I don't think I'll be able to live anything down at all. I'll be dead.
Ryra would be like, yeah, I could throw
And
a
then
fireball,
turn
or
back into a
I could
zombie
run
or
into
something to be his bride. So yeah.
I could run into
I don't
these
want to have to
8
kill you.
ghouls and try to zap one of them. Ryra, no.
Okay. Sorry.
Are we back, Kyle?
Yes. Yes, we're
Oh,
good to go.
hello.
Yes, we
Again,
do have
Foxlove.
a new follower, sorry.
Oh, okay, cool.
Welcome, new follower. McCulkey's awesome. And he's good looking.
Now you're just lying.
Nope, I'm in love with him.
The Foxglove Manor is sort of situated at the edge of this cliff. It's perched high above the ocean, almost as if it's sort of poised for a suicide leap. The roof, you can see sags in all kinds of places with mold and mildew sort of caking the crumbling walls. There are vines of this diseased, gray looking wisteria that strangle the structure in several spots and even hang down over the cliff edge like disgusting tangled braids of hair. Uh, the house is crooked. Some gables, there's pieces kind of underneath the roof structure. Um, breached in at least 3 places, hastily repaired by planks of sodden looking wood. And you can see chimneys rising from various points among the rooftops, leaning like old men in a storm, and grinning gargoyle faces leer from under the eaves. Which lets me put you on the new map as you guys make your way up the path.
If we want, I could have Guy here go scout around for movement inside.
All right. Is there a range for your talking, or is it like just left, like in front of you? Like it's not telepathic or anything.
No, the telepathy I think comes from, like, I can feel like his general emotions, but I think to talk to him he has to be like with me.
Got it.
No, I need to double check.
I'm just gonna go ahead and dip back here if our shield wielding and melee people want to move up a little. Not
Real
for
quick,
any.
everyone can currently see, right?
Yes.
I see
Yes.
you up top, baby.
Checkno currently has a torch out, and there are 2 lit objects.
It's like daylight out here.
Yeah,
Yes.
to verbally speak with me, Guy here has to be with me, so he can go scout around and report back.
But you want him to scout out?
Yeah, just send him to do a quick fly around the manor and see if there's any movement inside.
As Guahir's doing that, Agnar is going to mix together a elixir and drink it and give himself some heightened awareness. Once Guahir makes his way back,
It's
50 minutes.
Right, what does that do? That is a
It
+2 on perception.
Yeah, and then I can kill it early for a +4 to my initiative.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, Ryra, as you send Guahir to sort of scout around the manor, you can see in the trees as Guahir kind of flies off that there are a couple of sort of lazy looking ravens kind of perched in these trees. It takes Guahir a few minutes to fly out, look around, come back. To which he's able to relay that most of the windows are sort of caked in the same kind of mold mildew substance that sort of seems to cover the walls on the exterior.
Wonderful.
Uh, but there are some windows on the bottom floor that he can see into. He doesn't note anything about movement. Just some
Alright.
old and very ornate looking furniture.
So, like, when Foxlove came down, like, he was dressed to the nines, right? Like, he didn't look like he was scrubby. I don't remember what he looked like. I was not there
From
for the
like the
session when you
first,
guys went out to the hunt.
He's very well dressed.
yeah, you should see him in your journal. Should.
Aldern, got it.
Yeah, he's there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
he's
he's
dressed.
so like, would anyone be kind of weirded out in the fact of this is what his house looks like?
Honestly, yeah.
He hasn't resided here in a while, hasn't he?
I mean, yeah, and he did say he was trying to fix it up. So
It's a
Doesn't look
fixer-upper.
like it.
Okay, well, no point in denying the inevitable. I think we should move ahead.
Yeah, and as you guys kind of listen to what Ryra has to say about what Guahir saw, uh, the ruins to your right kind of grab your attention. It's kind of impossible to tell how many floors this outbuilding used to have, because all that you can see remaining are sooty, scorched stones of the foundation. Um, as you sort of move in, get closer, you can see that there is a 4 foot wide stone well that sits sort of partially collapsed in the corner of the ruins, currently obscured by a wall for Jekno.
Don't go wandering too far, my friend.
there's a well.
Yes.
I love how our two shielded people are the farthest away.
Backing up, yes.
I kind of want to walk over and take a look at the debris and kind of focusing around the well. Like, is there anything?
What
Okay,
the fuck are
sorry.
you doing?
Where'd he go? I saw his character token and it fucking zoomed.
Who, mine?
No,
Oh,
asking Tom. He just keeps moving his character around the whole map.
what? Did I?
Tom, that's by the way a very easy way for the DM to kill you. Split the
No.
party and you just get nuked.
You found my hidden suppository of 12 dragons. Oh well, have fun.
Stick with the party.
Not me to move. I'm sorry.
You're fine. Just try not to
Yeah.
do that.
You could trigger something
No.
other than the DM.
Aha. So, Laurie, as you step past the sort of, what do they call it? The thresh,
Mm-hmm.
where this door probably once sat, into the ruins, you can hear several of the crows behind you let out some shriek caws uh, before they kind of lazily fly away. And you wanted to do what exactly?
I kind of want to look down the well.
Well, then you got to get up next to the well.
Is this Lord of the Rings?
Wow.
Can you hear drums?
Yes.
Fuck!
Oh, you're trying to take a look down?
Yes.
Make me a perception check. Off the riff, it looks old, and it kind of smells like rainwater.
Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. That's nice. 18, 21.
21. Okay. Oh. You can't quite see much, but you can kind of figure out that this well drops maybe about 100 feet. And if you want to toss anything down there,
Yeah, can Agner
Agnar?
pick up a
Yeah,
stone and
Can I?
no need. I'll pull a stone out of my pouch and just kind of chuck it down.
Agner's gonna watch it fall to see if he's gonna pretend like to count. Not pretend, but he's gonna start counting.
Thorn, you were going to say something?
I was gonna ask if I could use any dwarf stone cunning abilities to check out what's going on here with the well. You could do like a perception check on it or an investigation. Yeah. Make it
Be perception, but with
perception. All right.
stone cutting, that is.
It's a dwarven racial.
Yeah.
I mean, I know what it is. I just can't remember exactly what it does. +2 to
Okay.
notice unusual stonework,
+2.
looking for hidden
Yeah.
doors. Yeah.
Anything that's out of the ordinary.
Gotcha. The only thing that strikes you as odd is that the stone is
It rolls off that
sooty.
anyway. Oh.
Whatever structure this was very obviously burnt.
While they're doing this, I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay, fair enough.
Agnar's gonna look up once he hears the pebble splash in the bottom.
Yeah.
Gonna look up at Lori, kind of quietly, it's definitely deeper than 4 feet.
Oh, good lord.
Thank you so much, Iggy. That's a lot of information off that. That gives me so much information about that.
You're welcome.
Ryra,
He's gonna
is that a
pause and
cantrip or the spell slot?
he's gonna
It's a
interrupt
spell
himself.
slot.
You know what? Might
Never
even be
mind.
deeper than 6 feet.
She's gonna
Just wanna-
pat him on the forearm because that's really all I can reach, and like, you're just so full of useful information. I really appreciate you. Thank you.
He's gonna smile and kind of walk away. Yep, I'm pretty helpful.
I was going to ask you to cast it on me too, but I thought you had it as a cantrip.
No. I mean, I can cast it on you, but it just means I'll have less spells to attack with.
Yeah.
Well, I guess satisfied with the well, I kind of want to look around a little bit more in the ruins themselves. from what they said before, from what Agnor and Ryra told us earlier, uh, this is one of the worst, and obviously it was burned in a fire. So I kind of want to take a look around. Maybe see if there's a source, like what caused it.
Uh, given the time period Agnor
We're
and
not
Ryra
gonna
were talking
find.
about, this would have happened, 50 plus years ago.
Okay.
We should get into the main house and figure out what's going on now before we worry about what happened then.
We could always investigate this in daylight to be able to perceive something that we might be missing here in the torchlight.
Well, I don't disagree, but I guess let's keep moving.
Righty.
Oh no, poor Bort.
Oh.
He yacked.
Or
Yakety yak Bort.
go black.
Any of our brave shield wielders want to lead this parade?
Yeah, who's our meat shield?
Let's go and get the door open. I'm curious to see what the inside of this manor looks like.
Well, Motocar, the road here branches off into two specific parts. One seems to lead to a main entrance, whereas the other leads into a sort of side room.
Well, I believe it is custom for visitors to enter through the main door, so that's where we shall head. Which, I guess that's this over here, maybe?
Main room?
Mm-hmm.
That would be this sect over here. My apologies.
Double door.
In that case, start making my way on down.
Making my way downtown.
Saw that coming.
Well, Moti, you get one door, I'll get the other. Count of 3.
Does anything look weird as we're walking up the driveway?
Weird how?
Out of the ordinary, something that would catch my eye as an adventurer who's looking for danger.
Nothing specific other than the odd crow kind of sitting in the trees. These doors, however, as you get closer, do not look good. Um,
Evil doors. Kill them.
they look damp, almost rotted. As you kind of try to push in, it would require me a strength check.
I'll
Okay.
help him with that.
8.
Okay. Roll to assist.
And Hachibi. Oh. So that was a 4 plus my modifiers, grand total of 7.
Gotcha. And Motocar, not really needing too much assistance, is able to sort of unstick the door, kind of push in into the manor. Now I just have to remove the door itself.
Dirty door, dirty 20. Motorcar, you bitch.
The first thing I want to notice as we're opening the door is the amount of light.
In the house?
There's some sort of black veil. Our light can't penetrate it.
Yeah, does the house have any natural lighting or any lit torches or anything? Braziers?
It does not.
Does it have any unlit braziers?
Not really. There's plenty of fireplaces that you can see just in this central chamber, or this entryway, I should say.
What? Well,
Nothing so elaborate.
I'll take the first step in and.
No, I'll take the first step in.
Oh,
No,
Yes,
I'll
sir.
take the. No, you guys should take the first step.
And marvel at whatever this is in front of us.
Yes. This is certainly an entryway um, to a manor. You can sort of hear the sound of the house straining and creaking. It gives this long, high-roomed ceiling an additional sense of age and decay. It smells damp. There's the unpleasant tinge of mold lacing the air as it surely stains the wooden floor, walls, and furniture in these pallid patches. Um, Moldering trophies hang in this room on the wall. To the northeast, you can see a boar, a bear, a fire pelt cougar, and a stag, all in various states of decay on the wall. However, they pale in comparison to the monster on display in the center of the room, standing about 12 feet long, uh, directly in front of you. The body of a lion, a scorpion's tail fitted with dozens of razor barbs, huge bat-like wings, and a deformed humanoid face.
The Manticore.
Have I heard of this creature before?
Yeah, likely.
Can I roll a knowledge to
It's a kitty.
know it?
Yeah. If you guys want, you could roll me in knowledge of Arcana.
Oh, I'd love to. Boom.
Yep, this is indeed Agnor, and Modokar. This is very obviously a stuffed manticore.
Yeah, he's gonna say that like as he like walks in, a Manticore. He's gonna like walk up, kind of hover his hand over the body.
Now, Jackno, could you make me a perception check, please?
Did you need an Arcana check?
Not anymore, no.
Okay. Sorry.
We were just figuring out what the big animal was in the middle. It is, in fact, a Manticore.
Yeah, I heard you guys. Sorry. Bartholomew threw up and Joe ignored me when I asked him to go clean it up.
Thanks, Joe.
Stinking Joe.
He said he couldn't hear me.
Hmm.
Sure.
Okay.
Jack is about to perceive that we're all about to go into initiative.
I sure hope so.
As the group is kind of staring at the manticore and the other mounts sort of in the room, Jackno, you can catch a very brief uh, whiff of what smells like burning hair and flesh. But it's only for a brief moment. Any kind of additional uh, smelling gets you mostly just mildew, damp wood.
Did anyone smell that?
Smell what? This place has a few smells going on.
I ate a lot of dinner, but I promise you it was not me.
No, it smelled like burning hair, burning flesh, something like that. There's
Mm.
something else here.
Wonderful.
Must have been the wind. I didn't catch that.
Can Agnar roll a perception to see if he smells it?
Yeah, everyone can roll a perception real quick. 24, natural
Yeah,
20.
20.
Cool. Oh,
Uh,
okay.
Oh,
ni-
Hey, this
jeez.
is getting,
Okay, come
it's
on
getting
now.
kind of weird now. We're getting
19
kind
for
of
me.
suspicious. 19 total?
Mm-hmm.
I
It's
rolled
getting
crap, and I just
spooky.
have a plus 13.
Yeah. Okay. Was
How do you have a
Thorn gonna
plus
roll?
13?
Oh,
Jeez.
sure. Oh,
Well,
sure.
I am intellect
Oh my
based. I am
so bad.
trained. It's a
Shit.
class skill, and I have plus 2 because of my
I have
drank.
+9, and I rolled a 6.
Okay.
I have Kix's dice. Don't I?
So true.
Well, Ryber, Motorcar, and Agnor, as you sort of kind of lift your noses to sort of try and see if you can smell this burning flesh or hair, you get a nose full of mildew and rotted wood. But more odd is that you can all briefly, the three of you, can briefly hear what sounds like a feminine, very quiet sobbing
Oh fuck no, I'm out of here.
coming from
Excuse me, pardon me.
what seems like upstairs, but
Ryra,
it's only brief.
keep your wits about you.
I've seen this horror play before.
No, you haven't.
Jackno, did you hear that? I don't smell
Hear what?
anything, but I definitely hear something. It sounds like a woman needs help.
Let's go help her. Let's get her out of this place.
Before we go rushing, let's be a little more tactical.
I agree. Darting off is probably not the best idea.
Can one of you with your torches step more towards the hallway just to see if you can see anything in this room in the back? And then maybe we can travel upstairs. I'd rather know what's on this floor before we run upstairs and have to backtrack down and get ambushed.
Yeah, go ahead and check it out with that ever burning torch you got.
Not seeing anything. I'm just leery of traps.
Thorn, are you good at trap finding?
Go find some traps.
Yep, I know. Time to leave.
Kind of curious about that stain on the floor down the hall, though.
Yeah, me too. That's why I'm afraid to go near it.
Fear is no place for an adventurer.
I don't see you getting any closer to it.
Yes, it is definitely
So whatever your perception
splitting
is,
up.
Tom, you get 2 extra.
No, I don't wanna.
Oh, I
Any
need
Nice,
issue
29.
looking for traps, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, real quick, there are several doors in this sort of entrance chamber as well. One next to you, Agnor, and one next to Jekno. Sort of right before this large stain. But
Oh,
Thorum,
I
you'd
see
have to get
that.
a wee bit closer with Jekno.
And seen those doors before by that. Those are doors
That's
by the
a
stain
door.
on the floor? And that's a door,
That-
yeah.
That's a door.
Yeah, I see the one you're pinging, but
This one.
that's
And these might be doors up here.
Yeah,
that's what I'm worried about.
pretty much anytime you guys see like splashes of white, that'll be a
Yeah.
door. Well, Thorum and Jekno, as you two approach this sort of tightening of the hallway, you can see this stain on the floor. But something else also catches your eyes, sort of higher up. There's a rather gruesome looking antique. It appears to be a mummified monkey's head hanging on the northern wall here, with its tiny mouth gaping. There's a bell pull
Hmm.
that descends from the monkey's gaping mouth, but more to your uh, inspection, a ratty throw rug, poorly thrown over this foul-looking stain of dark-colored mold on the floor. Thorm, you can't detect any kind of traps here.
Okay, well, I feel better knowing that, but man, that mess on the ground looks disgusting.
That it does.
Well, we can come back to that. I feel better not charging in and not having a backup plan.
I understand.
We can always split up.
That is never a good idea.
Haven't you guys seen the Scooby Doo plays? They always split up.
And only by luck do they never die.
Those are just fictional. There's no way that people are that psycho and crazy.
I feel more comfortable having the whole party together.
I mean, I'm not quite so sure because they have a talking dog and we have a talking bird.
Have you heard the bird talk?
It thinks it can talk, and
We have a bird god.
we have that one.
It's close enough, but not close enough for me.
As
But
Agnar kind of is saying that, he steps on something and it makes a noise. He's like, zoinks!
Well,
I
that
don't
was
like where
spot
this
on.
is going. Do those stairs go up or down, boss?
The stairs that you guys can currently see right here.
Yeah.
Those stairs go. They go up.
Are you guys keen to open the doors on this floor?
I mean, it
I
would.
think I think we should explore the first floor first if we really have to do this.
Of
Well,
course.
if we heard someone crying, we could go towards that sound. We don't know if someone is in trouble or wandered here or is being held against their will.
Right, I do agree, but what if something blocks our way out?
I get that. I'm just saying that the minutes that we take opening closets and walking down hallways,
Well,
someone could be getting tortured.
also, there's this thought I ignored. Not all of us heard that. So if we, if I'm,
And I'm the only one that smelled anything, so
what if it's just the house playing tricks on us? Like, I would feel more comfortable checking everything.
Although we just assume this house is
Come now,
sentient.
Lori. That's far fetched. The house playing tricks on us now.
Who closed the door?
I can't believe that.
Did one of us close the door, DM, or did you?
Of course, we shut the door. It's rude to leave it open.
Right.
Hmm.
And Moti, we've seen too many plays. You know my mind. I have a very active imagination.
I'm not suggesting that we don't check the rooms. I'm just saying.
I'm agreeing with Agnor. If someone's crying upstairs, we should try to tend to them first.
Well,
I don't believe there's anything on this this mortal plane that can stop me from going down a staircase.
Rather, imagine if you were taken and you were kept locked up somewhere in a
Well-
place like that.
I think we should just make a decision. and
Yep.
go.
Let's go down the stairs.
all this
then.
time talking about it is taking too long.
To the stairs. Oh, you
To
want
the
lead?
stairs.
Go ahead,
No.
Agnor.
That's just him making the decision.
To the stairs.
Ba-da-da-da,
Oh hell no! I'm not going in the back here. Somebody has to be behind me. I'm not getting snatched.
Thorm,
Okay.
Storm is still
Okay.
Storm is still back there.
Oh,
Thorm
fuck,
brings
I
up
thought-
the rear.
Oops. Yeah. Oh my god, my map's dragging all over the place. Of course, I wasn't able to move my game.
Uh-oh, you're in a wall. That's why.
Yeah. No. It's because I tried to move, but when I grab my token, my whole map moves around.
That means you
So,
probably got the
excuse me.
pan view on instead of select
I'm
/ move.
Just using my arrow.
DM, send me upstairs, please.
Got it.
All of us, please.
We're clicking
the-
our heels 3 times.
In order of Motorcar, Lori, Jackno, Agnor, Ryra, Thorum. If
Am
that
I
matters.
am I safe to move up a few spaces to give everyone room to get on?
Go for it.
Or you're moving us.
Yep, I'm gonna go one at a time. Mm.
Oh, hello.
Forget You.
Dungeons and Dragons, Dungeons and Dragons, Dungeons and Dragons. Go, dragon, go!
Dragging these nuts.
Ah.
So in my every other Saturday morning campaign, we have a white wormling that is I am its mama.
That's kinky.
Yeah,
Sounds like an OnlyFans thing.
but it's not. I have a white dragon as the pet.
That's
It just
cool.
hatched. What?
That's pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
Agnar's gonna yell up, "What's the holdup?"
Yeah, Motorcar.
Yell whisper.
I want to check out this door right here.
Mm,
I also want to perceive if that crying sounds louder.
okay. Give me a perception check.
No, just tell me already. My
You don't
ears
hear
hurt.
much of
My
any
ears
crying.
burn.
Neither does Ryra.
Can't hear shit.
Well, if you want to try and open this door, Motorcar, it is sort of an
Agnar
old,
hears something.
sure, sort of an old and damp door, kind of like the ones that you entered the manor with. It's going to require another strength check to try and open these. Ooh, not quite good enough.
Good rolls are
Door
going.
budges a wee bit.
I'll give it the push. And
Maybe the real muscle needs to
oh,
open the door.
damn, that's only a 12 for me.
Can Ryra try?
If she wants to.
I don't know how she gonna.
Why would you look at that? Ryder
Please, two
rolls up her
string
robe
bean.
sleeves and
Please, two
pushes
string bean.
past.
Elf power. He's gonna hold up a hand. Put your hand on
Ryra,
mine. Clapping
Ryra
it.
single-handedly pushes the door open with a confused look as both Lori and Motorcar were unable to do so.
Huh.
Awesome.
We softened it
Agnor
up
and
for you.
Jackno rolled perception to see if they could hear the crying.
I heard, but
They
you did
heard
not.
farts.
Okay.
Hmm. Well, now that this blasted door is open, what is behind it?
Tell him what you win.
It's a small room.
Also, Ryra opened the door, so let me make room for her because she can come on up.
Come on, open your door, Ryra.
There goes Ryra into melee again.
All
Not
right,
in melee. There's nobody here.
you've got it open, so I'll go ahead and walk in.
Motorcar,
Agnor's running in front of everybody. I lie.
Excuse me.
Listen, people need to move their tokens.
like
Wait for
you're in
everybody else first.
Ryra's not going first. She just opened the door.
Motorcar. It looks like you're in the bit of a stairwell at the moment.
Hmm. Anything stored in here, or is it just an empty little stairwell?
Just a stairwell. These
Yeah.
stairs go down.
Nah, we're not looking for a down staircase yet, but if we need one, this is where it is. Weird that there's a staircase inside of a staircase. I guess that's how Varisians build their houses.
This reminds me of that
Weirdos.
play, that one play. What was his name? Perry Halter. That he lived underneath the stairwell.
I slept through that one.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Now, what about this door?
Well, if you want to give that a shot, go for it.
Another strength check.
Not for this one. This door actually opens up pretty easily.
What do the floors look like? I know in the pictures they look kind of normal-ish, but are they decrepit and moldy too?
Yeah.
Okay.
This room's spooky.
Well, Motorcar, what you're looking at is a chair and a fireplace. Now, if you step inside,
Yes.
Move
you're
forward.
actually looking in a bedroom. Uh, features a child-sized bed, chair next to a toy box, and a looming stone fireplace that looks big enough for a child to get lost in.
Who built a child-sized fireplace in a child's bedroom? Accidents are sure to ensue.
Mm.
Maybe
No,
it's
Ryra.
for
Gotta warm them up somehow.
maybe it's for a halfling or a gnome.
As you step into the room, Ryra, make me a perception check. 8.
Can
God.
Gwyker make one too? And you can tell me what he sees.
No.
Oh no, the Snatcher got her. The Dungeon
What?
Master dropped from the ceiling.
It's just me. I gave myself a stat block and everything. I got a frying pan, and that's it. Wow.
Dangerous.
We've all seen Tangled.
Suddenly, you're
No.
not you
Oh, no.
anymore.
Me?
You're you look down and you can see your small childlike feet a lot closer to the ground than you're used to. You probably haven't been that close to the ground in 70 years.
Something like that.
But all that matters to you right now is fear. You are hiding underneath your bed, and you can hear an adult man and woman yelling throughout the house. You are convinced that your parents are actively trying to kill one another. And you've got this feeling that whoever kills who first is going to come to kill you next. Uh, You crawl out from underneath the bed and you peek into the hallway, creak the door open, and you can see your mother turn the corner with a torch as she kind of speeds past the hallway, and you can hear her descend down the stairs, raving like a mad woman. Uh, all the while, your father emerges from up the stairs, not a few minutes later, with a bloody knife. You can see a quick glimpse of his face. It seems to be covered in mold and tumors.
Ooh.
And you can almost stifle a cry, but it's not enough. Your father hears, turns, and starts striding towards your door. Now, all of a sudden, you're back in your own body.
I'm gonna kind of stumble a little bit and put a hand on a wall. Did anybody notice? Like, that was like weird.
No, this happens in the blink of an eye for everyone else. But I'm going to need you to make me a will save. Okay. 13. So as you stumble back away from the bed, put your hand on the wall, um, you take 1 point of wisdom damage
Oh,
as you can't help but shake this fearful visage.
Bro's gonna kind of shake her head and kind of sit down for a minute.
Something wrong?
Yeah, that's not the time to be sitting down.
I think I just had a vision. That's really weird. It's
A vision?
terrifying.
Uh,
I was a child in this room, and my parents were trying to kill each other. I'm. She puts a hand up to her head and just trying to collect herself. She's
Maybe
gonna
we
kind of.
should be in.
She's gonna look up
Maybe,
very worriedly at the party and be like, "What's happening to me?"
It
maybe
sounds
having
to me like
Ryra
you're
in this
stressing.
house. Maybe having Ryra in this house isn't such a good idea.
well, maybe it'll help us find something out. Maybe it's some sort of premonition.
I think it was more of a memory.
What did you see?
She's gonna describe in as much detail as she can what she saw.
I guess the question here to really ask is, you say your parents, but do they look like your actual parents?
No, it felt like my parents. Like when because I was the kid. It's hard to explain.
Did you hear any crying?
No, just a lot of yelling.
A random sneeze? All right.
So that was the grandparents, the one that died in the fire, the wife that died in the fire, or was that the parents? That was the parents. The
I have
wife
no
that
idea.
died in the wife that died in the fire. She was carrying a torch, and then the husband that died, that killed himself in the room.
We need to go check out these rooms, see if there's any other information.
Well,
I'll offer a hand to Ryra to help her up.
yeah, it's helpful. You're very close to the ground, but she'll take the hand anyway.
Can Agnar do a perception check of the kids' room to see if there's anything else that we missed?
Well, the murder, presumably the father killed the mother down those stairs that we just looked at. So I don't know if we want to keep exploring this floor or go down there.
That's good.
Agneroll doesn't look like anyone's missed anything super notable.
Okay.
Neither
Just kinda
smells
like-
nor looks.
In passing, just kind of like look around. Is there anything sticking out that looks odd?
Does Ryra, can she make some kind of check to figure out what that vision was, like how that could have happened to her?
You could make me an Arcana check. 17. Okay. So there are certain areas that exist in the world where events have taken place and have left such an impact that it sort of persists.
Oh, I love horror.
An echo.
I love horror.
But why would it affect me and not anybody else? But I guess I didn't roll high enough to figure that out.
As you ran into the room.
I didn't run into the room, I just wandered in after Motorcar.
It's asleep.
Well, we still haven't found the source of the crying. But maybe this.
There's lots of questions, Ryra. Why did this person choose you of all people to have this murder spree hard on for you?
Well, so she's gonna explain about her theory about, the imprint. She's gonna be like, it's possible that the crying is part of the imprint, but we don't know for sure that there's not actually somebody here, so we should keep looking. But I wouldn't be surprised
be.
if we didn't find anybody.
Maybe that's why it smelled burning hair and flesh. That it was part of the previous fire.
That would explain things.
Well, the only way we're going to get answers is to keep opening doors.
Lastly, I want to check the fireplace, make sure there's nothing out of
Ryra's
order with it.
Ryra's gonna quickly leave the room. Still upset by the vision.
Monocar, as you sort of stick your head into the fireplace, take a look around, look up. As you look up, you can't see anything. Like, it's not like
Tom.
it's dark. You just can't see anything.
Filthy.
Tom is
Tombo.
asleep.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
I'm sorry. I might need to just call it a night, guys. I'm sorry. I'm dropping like a fly tonight.
How much did you miss?
I missed a fucking lot. Can I just
Did you hear about my vision?
a little of it?
All right, we'll move on. You're awake now. We got you for another 10 minutes at least. Now that you're woken up.
All right, group left or right?
Left.
Left.
Left it is. Press the left doors.
You know what they always say? Always choose left because then all you're left with is right.
Huh. I'll have to remember that. I like that saying.
I totally just made that up.
Be good at that stuff.
Well, Motorcar, as you open the doors to this room,
Oh, it's empty.
not quite. There's a set of double doors to the far west, but in this chamber, there is a stone fireplace sitting in the northwestern portion of this chamber. You can see paintings hanging on the walls to the north and south, each covered with a thick sheet of dusty cobwebs that obscure its subjects from view.
Huh.
Are you gonna walk in?
Anybody else want to see what these paintings are?
Oh, super bangs.
Yes.
Pyra does.
Sorry, I'm taking notes. I got
Rara,
distracted.
you take it easy. Hang back a little bit.
I'll go about the room.
She steps into the room very tentatively.
I'll go about the room and start removing the cobwebs from paintings.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
You
I'll
gonna
clear
start
the
the
one on
northern
this.
or the southern?
I'll take the southern.
Okay. So we'll start with Motorcar in the north because it's easy. Top to
Okay.
bottom. Now, as you sort of wipe away the cobwebs from these three paintings to the north, you can see that they each depict a middle-aged man, woman, and a small child. Each of these have sort of name plaques at the bottom that you can wipe away some of the cobwebs and dust from, revealing that these are portraits of Vorel Foxglove, Cassandra Foxglove, and their daughter, Lori Foxglove. Vorel appears to be a tall, middle-aged man with long, dark hair, a clean-shaven face, and dark blue noble's clothing, while Cassandra is a stern-faced brunette woman with wisps of gray in her short hair and a flowing blue dress.
Do I recognize anybody in these paintings?
No, not these three to the north. There are 5 paintings on the southern wall, Agnor.
You're gonna start wiping them all down.
Just like the ones to the north, these are also accompanied with name plaques and sort of moving from right to left. You're looking at the portraits of the family of Trevor Foxlove. The first portrait, obviously, being Trevor Foxglove, his wife, Cyrilie Foxglove, and then their children, Aldern, Cinderly, and Ziva. Yeah. Ryra, you immediately recognize both Trevor and Cyrilie, as you had met them not too long ago.
She will note this to the rest of the party that those are the ones she saw in her vision.
There's 2
Trevor,
children.
3 children.
There's 3 children. Which one were you?
I have no idea.
Interesting.
Taking a look between the sets of paintings, you can see that Trevor looks a lot like Vorel Foxglove. He's also tall and thin, but with a even more narrow face um, and a thin mustache. Cyrilie, his wife, is a younger looking woman with long red hair and an impish smile. And then the 3 children, Ziva, Cinderly, and Aldern. Aldern Foxglove looking like a younger, more childish version of himself.
Did we know before this that Foxglove had kids? Like he had, brothers and sisters.
I mean, I don't think
Sisters.
we really
Did
got
make
the very family stuff.
Not the whole thing, but he did make mention of him tending to one of his sisters in Corvosa.
Hmm.
I have an odd question.
What's that?
What well to the party just making note of something is why does the middle guy look like the grandfather when they only had a daughter?
I don't know. That's weird.
You know what I mean?
Hmm. I'll
Well,
check that out.
infidelity probably happens often in noble houses.
Well, maybe adoption. Just
Maybe he's a
happenstance.
magician. Maybe he's got some magic that makes himself look young.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe the answers to these questions lie beyond this door.
Well, really quick, while you're pondering these questions and wiping off the cobweb and mold, could you guys make me perception checks?
Oh no, who's getting grabbed?
It's not it.
Damn. Maybe me.
Ooh, that's a dirty 20. 17 plus 3.
20, 20, 16.
31.
Jesus.
I just saw through the wall.
Okay.
We're losing all of our good rolls now. Enjoy
Yeah.
it while we can.
Get them shits out the way.
No.
Everyone in here except for Ryra notices that the room is growing very cold. In fact, the temperature has dropped dramatically in this room for each of you.
Hmm.
Your breath frosts in the air, and you can see these fingers of rime that sort of slither across the walls. As you're looking at the portraits, those depicted in said portraits suddenly shift from paintings of the living to those of the dead.
Huh.
Oh,
I push past Agnor, I grab Ryra, and I get the fuck out of that room.
No, you don't, because I'm not done describing anything yet.
Crap.
On the northern wall, Cassandra and Lori, wife and daughter to Vorl, have shifted into these misshapen, tumor-ridden corpses. While on the southern part of the wall, Trevor goes pale as a long cut opens in his throat and blood washes down over his chest. Cyrilie blackens and chars, her arms and legs and back twist as if broken in dozens of places. Aldern's flesh darkens with rot, his hair falls out, and he seems to deform into a monster. And both Cindelia and Ziva's portraits frost over, but otherwise remain unchanged. Vorl's entire portrait, however, back on the northern wall, erupts into a sudden explosion of fungus and tuberous growth. This wave rushes over the entire room in mere
Ooh.
seconds before, in the blink of an eye, the room returns to normal.
what?
I'll jump back 5 feet at that.
Yeah. At this moment, I'd like everyone in the room to make me a fortitude save, except for check no.
Fuck!
Ooh, that's a 2, 21,
17.
17. Okay. 16.
Good old elven fortitude.
Oh, wait. Don't we have some somethings from that?
Some somethings.
+2 to overcome spell resistance and um elven immunities.
I'm
That
sorry, little boy.
is 4 spells, yes.
Is this an enchantment spell or effect?
It's not a spell at all.
Okay. Well, I'm just
Typically,
saying.
those kinds of spells don't request fortitude saves.
Okay. Just because it's the +2 saving throws against them.
Only against enchantment.
Enchantment spells or effects, yeah.
Well, Techno, it seemed that you wanted to drag Ryra out of the room.
Yes.
Rare? Are you
I mean,
probably being dragged around?
I mean, if unexpectedly, I don't think she'd be able to have time to resist. She's probably just standing there trying to recover from that. What the hell just happened? So yeah, she'd be dragged out. She'd probably give a yell of surprise.
Oh. Agnor and Ryra, you're getting snatched real quick while you're kind of busy looking at your own skin. You and Agnor can both kind of take a look at your skin and see that there is this very tiny splotches of what look like mold,
The fuck?
tender red bumps on your skin. But to anyone else, they look just fine. You are the only two that can see them, and only on your own body.
Do they itch or anything? Or are they just spots?
They're very tender.
Rara's gonna look at her skin and be like,
While you're being dragged away by Jekno.
"Well, that,
Can we see each other's, or we just see our own?
Only your own.
Agnar's gonna hold his arm up.
I suppose Ryra's outside. They have to be dragged."
Yes.
Wherever Jekno is, I'm waiting on a resolution for this.
Yeah, where'd you take me?
Oh, I was just taking you in the hall, getting you out of that room because I don't trust that room.
Got it.
Sorry.
After being let go by Jekno, kind of recovering from being dragged, she's gonna kind of be perplexed and be looking at her arm.
Agnar's gonna
What are you doing?
say like,
You can't
I don't-
see this?
I don't know if anyone
See
else.
what?
There are splotches on my arm.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
Eggy, are you okay over there?
I don't mean to cause any
Say
alarm,
so.
but I believe I have some mold or something growing up on me. I don't know if I was affected by that
Take a look.
explosion.
Jazzy!
I'll take a look at his arm.
Jazzy Jazz!
I don't see anything, Eggy.
Curious. Can I roll something to
Ooh, can I
try to
roll too?
decipher what it is? Like an arcana or something? Or a nature?
Heal.
This would be, for you guys, a heal check, yeah. So, reach rolling to look at yourselves.
Oh, good lord.
And
Never
other than the
mixed.
fact that it looks like tiny splotches of mold and tender red bumps on your skin, there's not really anything that comes to mind.
Eric, you stop this at once. I know you're fudging their rolls.
Can we leave? I don't like this place.
Can't fudge my rolls, I got my cat.
So the question is, did whatever happen only affect elves? Or is it just random? As if some casting of a die caused our fate.
I'm not sure, Eggy. And we don't. Honestly, I have no idea, but the only way we can figure anything out is if we keep going.
Can we leave?
No,
we
Ryra.
have to keep forward.
I don't like these things that keep happening.
I don't either. I've seen the. Like, this is.
I told you I'm gonna die in this house.
Well,
With that kind of
I
attitude,
won't
you
let
will.
that happen.
you've seen the plays. Those that run usually are the ones that get hatchet thrown through their back.
Yeah, well, you guys come with me. I'll be fine.
Motorcar, do you want to open this other door?
Yeah, I do. I'm getting annoyed with this place. I'm tired of this house playing with us now. And whoever does
I'm tempted
magic
to
art
burn it
like this.
down.
Whoever does this magic art needs to be fired from doing art ever again.
I definitely agree. I don't ever want to find it.
What's interesting is that everyone changed except for Aldrin's two sisters. They just froze.
Maybe
I
they're
would
not
assume.
dead
But
yet.
they all showed they like died of something.
Probably because they
So
didn't die
what
here.
did Aldern changed? So I wonder what happened to him.
Well, he
I
did
wonder what's
mention
going on with him.
there was mention that he was trying to fix up this place, so maybe he was afflicted with what me and Ryra just got afflicted with.
He
And
was
didn't
fine when we met him, though, and he said he was going straight to Corvosa.
Did you see his arms?
I mean, I don't remember. I wasn't particularly looking at them.
Maybe he's a liar, like most nobles are.
But I mean, you guys can't see what's on our arms either.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Let's keep pushing on. Ryra, just be careful.
Press the doors open.
All I'm doing are walking into rooms.
Maybe you should stop walking in a
I'm
room.
Maybe
walking in after other people have walked in, and they haven't been affected by shit.
Just don't go into rooms yet until we
Right,
decide if it's a room worthy of going into.
Well, you
right.
guys,
Hey, take a deep breath, hon. We're here. We will, and we'll do our best to keep you alive.
I'll walk into the room except for Ryra, and then that room explodes. Come on!
We'll do our best.
Hey,
This is a room with a big bed.
it is, in fact,
I
a room with a
pulled you
large
out of
bed.
this room and you walked back into it.
what am I supposed to do? Wait in the hallway by myself? Fuck that.
I was in the hallway.
Didn't you say when I walked, like, when I was going to that one place, one person wouldn't be enough to protect me from shit?
We're all in this house.
Anyways, what do we see?
A forward-facing group. You're currently looking into what is very obviously a bedroom. The furniture in this bedroom, while dusty and unkempt, doesn't exhibit any major signs of water or mold damage.
Mm.
The one exception is a dark stain on the desk near the northern window.
Tom.
Thomas.
I'm sorry. What?
Go to bed, buddy. Go to bed.
I need.
Yeah, just go to bed, man.
I'm sorry, guys. I can't.
No,
I'm
it's fine.
dead.
It's just I'd rather you
Just go to bed.
into an actual bed than fall asleep
Yeah.
at your desk.
I'm sorry. Good night, friends.
Good night.
You're back.
Let's see. I'm gonna check out that dark stained desk.
Okay. Gotcha.
Need any checks from me, boss?
Oh, no. Sorry, I was waiting on everyone else to get their tokens into position.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, let me... I guess I can move in a little bit more, yeah. That would help.
But he said
Just,
Jesus Christ.
what?
4 pages of notes.
Yeah, that's impressive. Well. So, Motorcar here is taking a look at the desk. That dark stain on it.
Love making stain.
Ew, on the desk? Thanks.
Yeah, Tom is a tired
unless
boy.
it
He works
involves
pretty
blood.
long hours during the day. It's a miracle that he even,
Could still be
is
a
able
love
to
making stain.
show up when
Am I
he
right,
can.
Keegan?
Ew.
No.
Ooh, ooh.
Yeah, look at this smile.
Well, as you guys move into this bedroom, taking a look over the desk, I am going to need
Uh-oh.
Agnor
Don't.
to make me a perception check.
Whew. Okay.
A friendly hug from each of us. Yes?
Or 26. Okay. Now, Agnor, as you're stepping into the room and taking a look around, Modokar is staring at that desk. You've already kind of glanced at it, and there was nothing on it except for a stain. As your eyes kind of become drawn back to the desk, there's a dagger sitting on the desk that you swear wasn't there a second ago. Now,
Is it
at
stabbed
this,
into the desk or just resting on it?
it's just on the desk, just kind of right there.
Hmm.
Now, as you're staring at that knife on the desk, you are suddenly overwhelmed with this conviction that you have just killed the person you love the most in your entire life. They're dead at your hands. And overwhelmed and despaired, you're going to move towards the desk and retrieve this silver-handed dagger from the desk. And you're going to try to cut your own throat. Now,
Does anyone else see me doing this, or am I like in a? It's okay. Keep going.
everyone else, he's not grabbing a dagger. He's grabbing a very splintered but very sharp length of wood. Now, make me a will save, Agnor.
That's my worst one.
Him.
Murder
Okay.
mansion scary.
So they can see me. It's just I
No,
see it
they
as a
see you.
dagger,
Yeah,
and they
they
see
see
it
it
as
as a
wood.
piece of wood. Yeah.
So I'm gonna start like as I'm kind of walking forward. I'll be like, "What have I done? No,
Huh?
what have I done?" And I'm gonna kind of like cry, reach for it, and I'm assuming with that will save, bring it to my throat.
Uh, has anyone tried to prevent this?
Yes,
I
Modokar
mean,
or
please. I was
I,
waiting
yeah,
on
I
the.
would like
It's
to.
Agnar. We don't know what the
Yell.
fuck he's doing.
Hold on. I'm not. I would like to. I would like to, but I'm not close enough to do anything.
As he's crying and grabbing
Agnar,
that
what are you
sharpened
doing?
wood, I wanna try to
It's
put a
sharp
hand
enough
on
that he
his
could
to see what
actually
he's
hurt
doing.
himself.
Okay, so Modokar, you're going to reach out.
I'm gonna prevent him from grabbing the wood if I can.
I'm gonna fight that. I'm assuming.
Well, what's going to happen is I'm going to need you, Agnor, to make an attack against Modokar. Some
What?
force is preventing you from delivering justice upon yourself.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
and I'm
really?
trying to.
I was
Oh,
actually halfway
What type of
tempted
attack?
to, but
Unarmed?
No, just an attack with a dagger. So a d20 plus your strength and Bab.
Okay. D20, 4 plus
Okay,
my strength, which is 1, plus my bab, which is 3. So a big ol' 8.
big old 8. Okay, dokie. Hmm. Well,
Agnar, did you
fortunately,
just try
Agnor
to
is
attack
uncoordinated.
Modkar?
No, I think I'm trying to slit my own throat, and he's trying to stop me from doing it. I don't think I attacked him. It's just I'm trying to attack myself.
Well, you're attacking
No, you
Modokar.
attacked
Oh,
Modkar.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're
then he'll
going for him with this dagger.
as I'm pulling it up to his throat, Motorcar like grabs his arm. He's like,
No,
"Get
like
back!"
you are trying to kill yourself. Modokar tries to stop you. You then
Yeah,
go
and I
to
turn. Yeah,
yeah.
and I turn. Get back! I deserve this. And I'll swing at him.
And fortunately for Modokar, you miss.
This crazy man has lost his damn mind.
Can
It's his
Ryra
house.
can Ryra step up and slap him?
Well, we'll see if there's a need to. Uh, after you
You're
miss
getting close to him
Agnor,
if he's lost his mind.
this dagger that you were so sure you had in your hands is no longer a silver-handed dagger. It is instead just a piece of wood that you grabbed off the desk.
All right.
And you are aware of what you just tried to do.
Yeah. So he'll kind of swing at him and miss. Be like, I, 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 I'm sorry. I don't know what just happened.
I think this house is fucking with us, and we need to get out of here.
This house is haunted. I'm even more infuriated that this house has the gall to play with me.
Modokar, I am so sorry.
I know you don't mean it, so I won't even
What were you
address it.
What were you trying to do?
I was standing there. I walked into the room like everyone, but for some reason I saw, which I didn't see originally, a dagger on the table, and I felt drawn to it, and then guilt of, and he's gonna basically go through what you said, Eric, and be like, and I was gonna end it all, and then I guess now Motorcars tried to stop me, and I lashed out because I felt like I needed to kill myself.
It sounds like you had a similar vision to me, except you were Taver. Taver?
Trevor.
Traver. That
Trevor.
you were the father who killed himself.
Well, thank God that I'm not that good at swinging a dagger.
This is getting more and more dangerous.
Yes,
But
but
more and more revealing.
we're getting answers.
I
We
don't
just
like
have to
it.
keep on our toes, and
Maybe everybody get a buddy.
Sounding more and more like we need to put whatever is plaguing this house to rest properly.
Can we just leave?
Agnar's gonna drop the wood and kind of like whisper to himself, sort of, but also to Matt Motorcar again. Like, I'm so sorry.
Don't even worry about it. I know you're not in your, well,
I almost
would be right mind.
I feel like we should almost buddy up to make sure the other person is okay, not acting strangely, and just keep an eye on each other.
We're an odd number. We can't.
Well, technically, Thorum is here.
I think we
Or
need
he
to
will
just.
be next time.
Oh, and that's the end.
Dang it!
That's the end. Wah, 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 wah.
This stupid
Hmm.
house trying to kill us. I hate it. I'm gonna tear this house down if I have to.
Dang it! This is gonna be a session that I don't think I'm gonna be able to be here for. It's work. Damn
You said
it!
you'd be off the next
Spooky.
couple of
It sucks this didn't line up with Halloween.
next couple weeks. I know.
I mean,
Yeah, I didn't realize this campaign was gonna have so much creepiness.
let me triple check.
Don't get super used to it.
I'm just saying, like it seems just kind of out of left field, kind of like it's been leading to it, obviously, like with
Mm-hmm.
the ghouls and whatever, but like the whole portrait thing and all that, like that's like horror movie type level.
This is a haunted
Yeah.
ass house.
This is why this is easily probably the best part of the whole campaign, in my opinion.
Oh, book 2.
Uh-huh.
That's what you said, right, Eric?
Yeah,
You like
no,
book
I
2 the
love this.
best?
So it's all downhill from here?
Not done here.
It's all just less horror from here.
Specifically, I like this part of book 2 very, very much because I'm into spooky shit.
Yeah.
The Misgivings is really about how much the party's willing to play into it. The more we put in, the more we'll get out of it. And this book delivers, at least in this part.
All right.
Yeah. I hope we're all
So
enjoying the House of Horrors so far.
yeah,
Oh,
no
I
yeah.
love
damage.
this.
No damage so far, other than a wisdom hit on Ryra.
You guys are so ready for combat
No.
with the physical.
Yes.
You can't say no. You popped mage armor.
Not ready.
But here we are, combat of the mind.
Well, I have some. Save those.
What are we
But I
gonna do?
didn't.
Fight the house? Throw a punch at the wall?
Yeah, it's gonna
This-
turn into Monster House.
This
Fuck.
is lit. This is Encanto Pathfinder version. The house is alive.
But evil.
We don't talk about Bruno.
We haven't even gotten to what's living in the walls yet.
Dude,
Oh, no.
I'm obsessed with that song.
I am done with all of Encanto.
I bet with your kids you are.
Mm,
Yeah, I've seen that movie
Dude, you should have
probably
heard when we
70
were
times.
when we were watching it, Surface Pressure, Louisa's song, when the beat
Stretch.
when the beat drop, Joe literally screamed. He was so into it. He was so excited. The beat dropped and he was like, "Oh yeah, fuck yeah!"
Pressure in the drip, drip, drip.
Yeah.
I'll say
Yeah.
hi, Jazzy. I'll say hi.
Jazzy
Hey,
Jazz.
Jazz.
You've already seen both Smushy and Bumble, so you don't need to see them again. I don't even know where they are. Oh, there's Smushy.
Let's put it here.
Good session, guys.
Oh no,
Very, very good.
we don't.
Or say hi to your friend.
Hi, Jazzy. Hi, Bart.
Jesus, kitties.
There goes
Oh,
Michael.
yeah, probably off to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to get some sleep, too. Have a good night,
Good night,
guys.
guys.
Good night.
Well,
Off you go,
Imagine
Jazzy.
going to sleep at midnight on a Saturday.
I know,
That
right?
fits my sleep schedule. I've been out of work all week.
Well, I appreciate you swinging by, Miss Roy. Yeah, we're trying to do this. Like, we actually play every Saturday, but like I said earlier, like I have like my work schedule is like off and on, so there are times where I'm here, but then I'm not here, and then I'm here and I'm not here, and it's really frustrating. But we're working on getting it on a more regular level. Um, but John, the one that plays Agnor, he should be starting streaming back up here again soon. You can look, and he streams his point of view of this game as well. So if I'm not here, then you can always look him up. It's John the Man on Twitch. And it's spelled like Giant He-Man. That's the way that I remember it. But yeah. Oh God, that was good. I really like it was I was not expecting that. Yeah, I mean it's literally just that all but one word. Like that's how I remember it cuz he's Italian, so he spells his name like G-A-I or Gian instead of, the American John. So, but I appreciate you swinging out for this and stopping by. And no spoilers. I want to figure out what's going on with Voral in the game. So sad. Uh, ended up leaping into and ended up into all the haunts just to experience this. That's what I'm trying to do, honestly. But I'm gonna call or end the stream. So, thank you so much, and I'll hopefully see you next time. Have a good one.